And good evening. How are we doing, guys? Thanks for joining me on the very first Sunday stream here on Thailand Bound. Over 100 people in already. Going to start saying hi to everybody very, very shortly. I just wanted to warn you, if you're eating and you've got a bit of a light stomach, I'd turn away because I've got the worst cold I've had in a long time. It's actually flu. I'm sitting here with a roll of paper and some lozenges, and I've just taken 2 Panadol. I did go out and get a COVID. Well, I didn't go out. I had a COVID test here, and I've taken it. I haven't got COVID, but it's really bad. And in fact, when I woke up today, my throat felt like it was twice the size. And I was laying in bed till about 1. And I thought, I'm not doing the streams tonight. There's no way I can do the stream. So if you don't mind me blowing the old hooter now and again, you can stick with it. There won't be a member stream tonight. I'm just going to do this one, see along. I can keep this going. If there's a lot of people in and it's going well and I'm not sniffing too much, then I'll keep it going. If not, then I'll have to cut it short. But I thought, give it a go. Better than not doing it at all. And we'll just see how it goes. So, Sunday instead of a Saturday. Let's see how many we get in tonight. We've got 137 in right now. Let's see what's going on in the chat. So, quick hi to Crypto Chris, how you doing, Chris? Shane Old Traveller, good to see you in, Chris. Shane, rather. Let's see, it's already gone to pot, calling people by different names. Hi to Martin Ryder and Donald Trump. Good evening, sir. You're always in the house. Good to see you. And Richard Woolley, hello, Peter and the gang. Philip Bradshaw, good morning from Houston. I'll put that up anyway because I believe Mazza will watch this on the rerun. He's on a date tonight with some hot bit of stuff, I would imagine, but or either that or it's just his wife. I'll just say hi to I don't think Damien's in at the moment because he does his shopping on a Sunday, but I'll say hi to Franco. Hopefully he's there. And I must sound totally different tonight because I'm really bunged up, but not only that, I've got a new mic. So hopefully that will be coming through quite clear, and I'll be saying thank you to everybody who helped me with bits and pieces a little bit later on. Right, I haven't lost any weight, but looking at this, my face looks really thin. I wonder if it's because I've been doing this for the last day. That's one. Let's count them. It'll probably be about 200 by the end. Okay, Steve the Butcher. Afternoon, Peter Mongers. No Marley in this week. Yeah, I did well, she's not in the streams anymore, Marley, for the moment, because it doesn't flow with her. I have to keep kind of translating. She's great, you know. I've explained this a number of times, but I have done another video with her. I don't know if it's everybody's kind of cup of tea, if it's what you'd want to watch, but we went to a place called Jots Fair on Rama 9 and we videoed that, and it was quite a good evening out. I'm going to release that after the stream for the members, and then I'll release it for everybody else on Wednesday if you're a fan of Marley. She's getting quite popular on this channel now. Hi to Jason. I was going to give you a shout out, mate. Geezers in London. Hi, Peter and the gang. So counting the months and now 4 days away to leaving the UK for good and heading over to start a new life in Bangkok. See you soon. Yeah, we'll have to get you down to the curry house at the back of Soy 3, Jason. It's great around there, isn't it? I haven't been there for a while. Actually, I haven't left the apartment other than going to 7-Eleven tonight to get some essentials in. I haven't left here for about 3 days or 2 days. I can't remember now. Real Rennie, how you doing? Good morning, Peter and everybody. Looking forward to a great stream. Ryan Sager, hello and everybody. We might just do a Monger minute in here tonight because I'm not. I'm going to say hi to Ying. She's a Thai. I'll say hi to your partner in a minute, Ying, but I'm going to say hi to Ying because I was with her boyfriend and she had been watching this stream. She was like, what's a Monger? I don't know what a Monger is. And it was explained to her. So good evening, Ying. Hopefully I'll meet you next week and there'll be a Monger minute, especially for you. Okay. So there you go. Right. Graham Hawkins, hello, everyone. How are you doing, Graham? Javier, let's get you up there. What are you saying? Hi, Peter and everybody else in the chat. Hope you're having a lovely day. It's not too bad, Javier, considering I'm on death's door. Let me just see. Let me put these up for you. See what the rates are doing at the moment. Not too bad. Yeah, Javier, good on you. Bernie, how are you doing? Talking of curries. In the house, looking forward to a good stream. We'll soon start planning my late October trip in Bangkok. Hope to see you. Yeah, well, Bernie, give me a shout, mate. If I'm free, I'll come and meet you. Go for another Ruby Murray Indian curry. And just don't order off the menu like last time. The lamb, it got a bit expensive, didn't it? Okay, Wayne Ritchie. Hi, well, that's more like it. Hi, Peter, handsome man. I was watching a video. Did you see that Walking Street took their signs down? Wonder why they did. Yeah, they did. I can't remember the reason for it, but when you go, we're talking about Pattaya now. A lot of signs are put up in Walking Street. It's totally gone neon now. It was. And when I first arrived here in 1991, Pattaya was actually, there wasn't any concrete. It was just kind of dirt. dust, and it's built up over the years. And originally the lights outside these bars were kind of just like what you put around your Christmas tree, that sort of thing. They really were. And then it went to bulbs, colored bulbs, and it's got more sophisticated over the years. And but unfortunately, a lot of the bars and clubs down there, they've just been sticking signs up. They're not really getting, most of them, I don't think, have been getting planning permission. And what's happened, the local sort of mayor sort of said enough is enough. And they went down and they ordered they take all the signs off down, and they actually sent a team down there and they removed all the signs. The idea behind it, yeah, I do know actually. The idea, the reason they gave for taking down the signs that stick out, they said it was difficult for emergency services to get down Walking Street. So if there was a fire and a fire truck and a load of vehicles were coming down there, they could bang into these signs because some of them protruded out very, very far. Okay, so now you know. Right, let's see who else is in here. Where were we? 20 Rothmans, good luck on your move. Oh, you're saying hi to Jason. Mara, hello. Is today a member stream? No, Mara, I'll explain this again in about half an hour. I'm really sick. I've got the flu. I was going to, when I woke up today, I thought I'm not doing any streams. I'm going to just put a note up. I was going to put out a post saying I can't do the stream. I'm too sick. You can probably hear by my voice. But what I've decided to do is try and struggle on because it's the first Sunday. And I thought, well, I won't break it up to a member stream and a regular stream and go to way past midnight. I'll try. It's okay at the moment, although I will be blowing my nose a lot like now. And I'll just try and keep it going. If we get a good crowd in, we'll keep going. And we'll continue with a member stream again next week rather. Okay, not next month. Okay, who else is in? Pupmaster 1, hello everybody. Red Pill Denmark, hello Mongers. Mara, you're talking to someone else. Right, let's put you up there. Rob J, hello Peter and everyone. Trevor on Buzzin did a good video the other day about visas. I actually learned things worth a watch if you get a chance. Well, Trevor's a friend of mine. I've done Trevor from Buzzin Pattaya. I've done several videos with him over the last couple of years. He's interviewed me. I've interviewed him. We've done a walkabout, went down Soy 6. I hadn't seen Soy 6. I'd been away for a number of years, totally shocked in a nice way. And I don't know if you know, I actually did a video on visas with Lana from Farang Visas in just off Soy Bacau. That's who I recommend. But I'm actually going to go down there and do another video with Lana because when I made the last one about a year ago, I didn't have radio mics. It wasn't right. I had a handheld thing and it was a bit amateurish, but I've spoken to her. She's in Scotland at the moment. She'll be back in September. And then I'll go down to Pattaya. I'll drive down there in the car, obviously. And I'll do another video with her. But yeah, okay. So if he's done a video, maybe worth watching. Okay, Ty Billy Boy, good afternoon. How you doing? Anders Bergman, hi everyone. Barry from EastEnders. Hello, Peter and the gang. We'll watch this one, but can't join members today. It was just as well, Barry, because there is no member stream today. I'm just going to go on and on and on until I get to that point. I've taken Panadol, I've taken a lozenge, I've taken everything. I've got my roll of tissues here, and we'll see how it goes. And we might do a cheeky competition tonight. Maybe a ladyboy competition or something. I normally do them just in the members streams now, but as there's no members streams, I've got them all set up. I might just let me just make sure I have got them set up. I have got them set up. Yes, I have. So I might do them a little bit later if I feel myself getting a bit groggy. Steve, yours travels. How are you doing, Steve? What's happening, gang? Peter, hope everyone is good. Yeah, good to have you in, Steve. I'm sure there's going to be quite a lot of input from you as there usually is. Deke, hi Peter. Only 12 days till I'm on Emirates. A380. To the land of smiles. Okay, Deke, good. Hopefully we'll be able to meet up. I believe you're going straight down to Pattaya, so if I get down there, we can meet up for a coffee or a beer or whatever. I don't do late nights and go-go bars anymore, okay? I'm 64 next April. I'm not an old fogey. I don't have one foot in the grave. I'm fairly healthy, a little bit overweight, but I find staying out drinking till sort of 3-4 in the morning, my body can't take it anymore. If I meet people, I like to meet them early, happy hours, and I like to be home by about 11 midnight latest if I can. I'm turning into a right old fart. I used to be a young fart, but now an old one. Right, Stevie, and what's happening? Okay, I've just read that. Paul Hoskins, how are you? Hopefully it'll be clean with you tonight. Right, hi to a good friend, Andrew Hammond. How are you doing? Andrew's starting his trips. Isn't that strange? I'm saying hi to Andrew Hammond, a good friend, when only 3 months ago I was slating him, but that's all been sorted out. No hard feelings. I'm looking a bit red tonight, aren't I? I haven't had a drink or anything, and I have cut my drinking down a lot. Right, let me say hi to a few people. Right, so are you out there, Franco? Give me a shout if you're out there. let me know you're in the background. Franco does a moderate, and I think Damien will be in earlier. So I want to say hi to Eric and Ying. Eric's an American guy. He's only about 38, but he's got his own YouTube channel. I'm not going to promote it right here, right now, because he's still working on a lot of stuff, and his girlfriend's got a nice channel. That's Ying. I haven't met yet, but I hope to meet next week. So, you know, because of my age, I've learned everything myself, you know, on the PC, the lighting, the microphones and stuff. And I do an okay job, but it's not perfect. It's not high tech, you know, it's not HD, but you know, Eric came around here and he showed me how to shoot HD 4K. So I hope to be doing some 4K videos when I'm out and about. He advised me on a decent mic. I don't know if you noticed, I normally wear that headset. It looks like I'm in a call center. I bought this well, you can't see it, it's up there. It's a Rode shotgun mic, which was fairly expensive, but it's good, and a nice stand, and I've got some extra lighting. So Eric's helped me out with all that because he's younger. He gets it. He just gets it. I don't get it. So, but I think it's all working, and I'll be glad to. Maybe you can text me later, Eric, and let me know what the sound was like, if it was loud enough or not. And like I say, for Ying, we'll be sticking on the Monger minute later on. I'm going to say hi to another guy called Daniel. I don't know if he's in tonight. He might watch this on the rerun. But Daniel's an ex-Marine, lovely guy. He's only 31. He contacted me and he wants to start a Discord group for me. You know, Trevor's got that big Discord group in Pattaya, and there's a few guys got them. And he's over here on a language. He's going to retire, not retire. He's coming out here on a language kind of course. He's out here now, actually, language, learning Thai. And, you know, he's not really a big drinker. And he said, look, I don't mind doing this. So I've said, yeah, go for it, Daniel. So hi to Daniel and thanks. Just say hi to Thomas, who's back in town. He arrived recently. And of course, Jim, my old mate Jim, he's out there. And I was going to say hi to Jason, but we've already said hi. And lastly, hi to Jesse, who I know will be watching this or on the rerun, and you'll be back soon as well. So hi to all you guys. And not last but not, I forget how the saying goes, but I want to say hi to Noel, the blind man. There's a blind man who listens in every week. Obviously, he can't watch it, but he likes listening to it. He always writes and says hi, and can you give me a mention? So, Noel, if you're out there and you're listening, I hope you enjoy this stream, and I'll try and remember to get you in again next week. Okay? Thanks a lot, Noel. Right, Michael Francis, hi. How far am I behind in these comments now? 9:02. Oh, I'm about 8 minutes behind. Okay, well, we'll whiz through them really quickly. Daniel Rubini, cold, super nice. Not cold here, but it is raining a lot. It's generally, we're well into the rainy season now, and it's generally raining every single day, but generally for about half an hour, it's not all day. I'm still trying to get this glare sorted out of my glasses. You know, it's very, very difficult. I've just sent off something to go on my laptop screen. It's like an anti-spy thing. Let's see. Maybe Eric can suggest something. Martin Ryder, a slight cough. Slight. I've got really bad flu, Martin. Ed Streeny's 20 stone wife back in England. That didn't sound healthy. Okay, there we go. I know who that is. How you doing, Ed? Anders Bergman. Hi, everyone. Hoping for a fast start, 5-star show. I'll do my best with this. I won't keep talking about it all night, but you can see I'm starting to bead up and sweat now. Time for another blow. I'm going to be doing that all night. Sorry, I can't do the live stream any other way. I recorded the stories today, and I just edit each one out, but I can't do nothing about it if I'm live, can I? Right, we're all big boys, so it shouldn't offend you too much. Michael DiCaprio, hi, how are you doing? Trap in Paradise, right, let me put this up. What's this one? Looks interesting. NDTVI asking for Munger's Pattaya stories now. They're all jumping on the bandwagon. Lots of people are doing stories now. The first guy to ever do it that I know of was Simon from Land of Smiles, and then I've been doing it for nearly 4 years. There was nobody else doing it, and they all want to do stories now. It just seems to be like they're all jumping on the bandwagon. Good luck to them if they get the stories and they read them out. Hopefully they'll maybe do a better job than me. Let's see. Right. I don't know why they'd want stories though. They do such a good live stream. You know, they get over 600 people in. They've got Martin, they've got Dan, the cameraman, and it's a really good show. And Nick Dean's walkabout videos are very good. They're almost like news series. Somebody mentioned to me today. So I don't know why he wants to, you know, in Pattaya sit there reading stories. Right, Anesh Patel, how you doing? Bottle Baby watching from the cheap seats. Okay. Guilty Traveller, feel better soon. Rainy season maybe. Yeah. There's a lot of it in Bangkok. There's a lot of people got this flu, and it's a real bad flu, really bad. It gets better as the day goes on, and you think, oh, I think I'm improving. And then you wake up the next day, and it's really awful in the morning. First thing in the morning, you're like, but, you know, we'll see. It's not going to last forever, is it? Right. Let me say thank you to somebody who's just given me a very generous super chat. Kevin Sutherland, good man. Super sticker, $10. Thank you very much. When I'm out and about, I will get a drink on with that, Kevin. Very generous of you. Thank you. Now I've got to get rid of it. There we go. Where were we? The only problem is when I get a super chat, I have to go try and find where I was. Right, let me go. Right, let me go with Steve. Stephen Hills, Andy P. I haven't mentioned you. I'm going all the way back up this list now. I know I'm a little bit behind. Right, we've done you, Deke. Right, I think I'm there. We are. Guilty Traveller. Feel better soon, right? Yeah, okay. Peter Hoskins, Paul Hoskin rather. Pete got the Peggy Sue. Jeff say hello, Peter. Cheers, everyone. Crypto Chris Card. Don't worry. Oh dear. I Eric. Hi. How you doing? Christopher Tate. Hi, Peter. Get well soon. Thank you. Ryan Seeger. I got the lurgy too. Well, at least it's not COVID, but they've got this other one out now, haven't they? Called the Congo something or other. I mean, is it ever going to go away? You know. Let me just adjust this a little bit. I'm a bit low, aren't I? How's that? That's better. Right, you actually see my arms now. I've also been helped with the green screen. It was too high and I've lowered it and I've managed to go back, and that's all down to Eric as well. Right. Let's have a look. Well, the Endless Voyage. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Cal Giggs. Inner Woods in Wales. Now, I don't know if I want to read the rest of this. It sounds a bit like a dog. You're going to talk about dogging. Right, I will read it. I'll put it up on screen there. So it says, Inner Woods in Wales, Thai wife looking for mushrooms, not the magic variety, Peter. 5. Well, it's something different, isn't it? Let's just make sure you pick the right ones if you intend to eat them. Toby Price. Hello from sunny Angola, back to Thailand in 2 weeks. Good stuff. Bring your raincoat with you and an umbrella because it's every day now. Natural in the buff Vietnamese lady. How hot bit of stuff. Okay. Paul Hoskin again. I don't have the flu, but my bum hurts. Oh, okay, Paul, keep that to yourself. Steve says, had the lurgy for 5 days last week as I travelled from the UK to Spain in the car, just overdosed on codeines. Yeah. I think now I've had this for about 4 days now. So I'm hoping, I was actually hoping to go down to Pattaya tomorrow and come back maybe on Thursday, just visit a few people down there, just sit on the beach in Jumpton. I love it, you know. But I don't want to go down like this, coughing and splurting. I'm better just staying here. Maybe I'll go up and sit in the sun in the pool, get some rays, as they say, and hopefully that'll make me better. Okay, I've answered that one. I was just mentioning it again. Mara, hi, Peter. Does Marley have Instagram? She does, and for the sake, honestly, I can't remember what it is. She's actually gave it out herself when she was on a video. I'll ask her and try and remember to put it up next week. Most of her Instagram videos, she sells products. That's what she does. Companies employ her, and she does videos on Instagram, and she does maybe 6 hours of bouncing up and down on I don't know, whatever. She sells like mother and baby stuff, you know, cots and prams and stuff like that. Maybe I should have a little nip of whiskey. I've got some whiskey in there. Maybe that'll do the trick. Let's see. Maybe I'll nip out when the Monger minute's on. Right. Shane Traveller, 2286 AUD. Yeah, is that what it is, Shane? You're talking about the exchange rate. Let's have another quick look at that. Yeah, the pound's 44.82, US dollar. Yeah, that was 36 a few weeks ago, the dollar. Australian 22.86. Okay, so what are you saying, Shane? I got it wrong or what? I've just taken them off Google about 10 minutes before the stream. Right, okay. Buddy471, the Angus Bertman, interesting and fishing troll and listening to you at the same time. Good stuff. You should turn the fishing off, actually. Old Fogey, how you doing? Right. Oh, gosh. Hope it's not COVID. No, I did the test. I'm paranoid about it now. I got the test, but maybe this version of COVID, maybe it doesn't pick up on the old test kit. Paul Hoskin, make sure to get the green ones out. All right. I'll put that up there because I can never read that name out. We love stories as children, as adults. Nothing changes, really. Yeah. It's just incredible the amount of people have got successful YouTube channels and they're all suddenly starting to tell stories, you know. Hey, there he is. Handsome man, Franco. I've got this terrible cold, Franco, so I'll be doing that all night. I remember watching one of Ed's streams when I was in England about 2 years ago, and he had the same thing. He was blowing his nose every 2 minutes. I can't really get up and go out, can I? I won't be sitting down very long. Right, hi to Franco. Good to see you in, Franco. Damien's out buying he's coming to Thailand next week, isn't he? And somebody else I know, which I won't mention, will be with him also. Right, STE Ray. Just struggle on, Peter. As long as you can, they want to read them out live. Okay. Well, like I say, I thought it would be a better idea to just ditch the member stream tonight, do everything on here, go as long as I can. We've got over 250 people in now. Just 20 minutes into the stream. It's gone quite well. As long as you don't mind me blowing into this tissue, I'll keep going. Right, Kev. Peter, going to put my house on the market soon. Hope to move to Thailand next year for good. Yeah. Bottle Baby, new mic and bad cold, never together. Stay away from a new camera. Yeah, I was actually thinking of getting a new camera, but Eric pointed out something very valid. Is the phone cameras, although they're not perfect, they do have built-in stability. So if you're out with a selfie stick and you're walking about, they're fairly stable, whereas a camera isn't. A camera is very good for putting on a tripod and shooting, isn't it? Not really ideal for going out and about. I had an email from I should have left it to read out from you, but I had an email. Was it an email or a comment? It was a comment. But what happens with the comments? They don't all automatically get shown on this on any channel. You can filter out certain words. So if somebody wrote in and said, "Oh, Peter, I think you're." I won't say the word in case YouTube pick up. But if they swore at me, it doesn't automatically put the comment. It withholds it. I've got a list of all these naughty words. And this woman wrote to me and she said, and it was a woman, her name was Deborah something. And then she said, people like you disgust me. You're just encouraging sex tourism and all these girls are being abused. And she went on and on and on. And at the end of it, I said, look, I've got to go. I wrote something to her. I said, I've got to go. My favorite movie's starting on Netflix because I don't actually go out and do that, do I? You always get one. Right. Shane Old Traveller, he's saying terrible rates for us Aussies. And it's expensive here, Shane. Yeah, good point. Good point, Steve. Kev, said the sea air will do you good. Right. Someone's just giving me another generous super chat there. That is Barry Lim. Thank you, Barry. Thanks for reply in the week. Visa exemptions. I'm contacting Lana. Hope you're feeling better soon. Yeah, thank you, Barry. And thank you. That'll get me a few cans of Leo for next week's. Well, I don't drink them on the stream in there because I've cut down, but it'll get me a few cans of Leo for the fridge when I'm watching one of my favorite movies on Netflix. Okay. Right, I've got to have a cough and a split. I was going to do the Monger minute, but it's too early, isn't it? Let's leave it for another 20 minutes. Right, where were we? STE Radio, read that out. Just struggle. Yeah, okay. I like to try and pick up everybody's comments. I don't like to leave people out. Some people get annoyed, they're writing and say, "Oh, why do you have to read everybody's comments out? You spend the first half an hour of a stream just saying to." But that's the whole point of a stream, isn't it? It's kind of a it's a community, isn't it? People are interested in Thailand or Monger or whatever. And I told you many times when I used to watch streams when I never had a channel, I'd put a message in and I'd be watching him reading them out, whoever I was watching, and he skipped mine, but he wasn't skipping it. He just missed it, or he was talking about something else. So I used to think, why isn't he reading my comment out? So I think it's important, if people leave comments, I should respond to them. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Richard. You and me both, mate. I really do. I think it's time for a new one of these. I can feel another burst coming on. Hang on. I might have a little drop of whiskey later on. Oh my God, nothing actually comes out. It just feels like I need to. Right. Okay. Right. Super Steven. That's a nice name, Super Steven. Hi, Peter. You have a bad clue. It's actually flu. It's flu. It's horrible. I feel hot. My head pounds. My throat hurts. It's horrible. I'm enjoying the stream today, though. I'll tell you why. Because I've been laid up. I mean, Eric came round and I went to 7-Eleven and stuff. But basically, for the last sort of 2 or 3 days, 3 days, I think it is, I've been cooped up here because you don't feel like doing anything. I mean, I've woke up. I'm laying in bed with the aircon. I feel like shit. I don't even want to look at normally the first thing I do is look at my phone. I just laying there. I didn't get out of bed till 3 o'clock this afternoon because I was that weak, in the end, hunger forced me out. And I just looked at the scene and thought, right, come on, Peter, get yourself together. I got up, I shaved, showered, made some breakfast, recorded the stories for next Saturday. And I'm here now. And by the time this gets to an end, I'll be patting myself on the back saying, well done. You could have stayed in bed all night, but let's get on with it. Why is my seat gone really high? That's better. Right. Right. STE Ray. Someone told me there's a new variant. Yeah, it's called the Congo something or other. That's a name and a half. Dorothy Ruby Red Munchkin. Oh, that's obviously from the Wizard of Oz. No rain in Pattaya yet. You're very, very lucky. We get it every day in Bangkok now. I went somewhere on my motorbike 2 weeks ago. And it's very close to where I live, but to get back, because of the one way in Sukhumvit, the way it works, I have to go all the way around to Rama 4. And it opened up, and I mean, it really showered. Luckily, I had one of those plastic trench coats that the Thais wear, and it was okay. But I didn't have a visor on my helmet, and it was like pins and needles. Okay. Right, Steve, the pool and beach helped get rid of the lurgy just at the pool now. Yeah. Well, I've got a very nice pool on the roof of this apartment building. It's very, very nice. It's never used. Nobody uses it. I can sit up there. Just the heat of the sun should do me some good. I'm a bit worried about jumping in, obviously with the flu. But we'll give it a go. We'll see. We'll see. Richard number 5, a hot tea with honey and lemon would do wonders. I think more like a shot of whiskey. Shot of whiskey, that'll do it. Right, Michael Smith. Yes, Cal, my wife, also goes picking mushrooms here in South Wales. It's good that she's settled down. I'm going to be doing a video, I think, in about 2 weeks' time, because I've got quite a lot of stuff lined up. I've just done a video with Marley, which I said earlier I'm going to release to members tonight, and I'm going to release it to everybody else on Wednesday. It might not be your thing. It's another food market here in Bangkok, but she's bubbly and it's funny, and I've got the I've got the bloopers at the end of it, so it might be worth a watch. It's only 10 minutes long. And I forgot the point of. I was going to tell you something there. Let me just say hi to a new member. Who's that? Jimmy Grink. Jimmy Grink became a new YouTube. Welcome, Jimmy. Thank you. No members streamed tonight, unfortunately. You joined the wrong week, but at least you'll get to see Marley's video later tonight. The one I did with Marley. I'm getting mixed reactions with Marley. Some people think she's great and they like her videos. Other people are like, well, why did you bring her onto the stream? You didn't need it. But I'm trying to create some variety. I was doing some research on YouTube today, and people are just overwhelmed. There's so many good channels out there now. It's not like it was 20 years ago. I mean, people have got really professional setups. You've got some guys out there who it's TV production, and but people have got so much choice now. We all get people unsubscribe. I get people unsubscribe every day, but the trick is to get more people subscribing. You just get bored, don't you? Right. Are the locals still wearing masks? They've always worn masks. The Thais always wear masks. It doesn't matter if there's nothing. They always wear masks. Actually, when I found out I had this, I had to go somewhere on the MRT, and I put a mask on because I just felt, I didn't want to get onto I've got the flu. Nobody knew. I could have just got on and been selfish, but I'm not like that. I didn't want to start spreading my infections. So I put a really good mask on, and I went on the train. I kind of didn't breathe in anybody's direction. But honestly, there's so much of it here now. If you're coming out here in the next few weeks, I would strongly suggest bring a good mask with you. And if you have to go on the BTS or the MRT, or you're walking around a busy food court, wear it, because if it's just not worth it, guys. Honestly, I mean, I've got it now, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful. You feel like shit, for about a week. Somebody told me. Right. So in answer to your question, Rick E, yeah, they are. Steve again. Yours travels a pool. Yeah. Okay. I read that, didn't I? Okay. Right, how you doing? Alfretta Jim, how are you? I did give you a mention at the beginning there, Jim. I said hi to you because you're back in town. And I did wonder about Jim's username. I thought, where does that come from? Alfretta Jim, what does it mean? And I met him the other day and I said, what does it mean? He said, well, that's the town in America where he lives. It's called Alfretta. So when he started, he called himself Alfretta Jim. So there's two mysteries solved tonight. Why Jim's called Alfretta Jim and why they removed the signs in Pattaya. We're making progress here. We're not messing about. Right. Who says that? We're not messing about. It's Peter K, isn't it? Right. Bottle Baby. Chris Travel and crew have their charges dropped by the hotel manager. However, they can't get the passports back for at least 6 months. That's the guy who did the laptop, wasn't it? And he got arrested. Big YouTuber. Yeah, I know the guy you mean. It's a kind of like if I meet him, I'm like, I am not worthy. I am not worthy. Yeah, I know. Silly thing to do, really, wasn't it? As popular as he is. Okay, Steve says, Bottle Baby, they dropped the charges over 2 weeks ago. It's crazy about the passports, yeah. It's like I always say, I don't want to preach, but when you come to Thailand, if you want to stay here long term and have a good time, it's a great place to come to. Just don't do anything illegal. Don't do anything stupid. Be polite to people and don't cause any problems, and you'll have a whale of a time when you're here. The Thais are lovely people. They go out their way to, I mean, if I smile in my local town centre at home, nobody will smile back at me. They'll probably stick the fingers up to me here. I'd say 9 out of 10 people, you smile at strangers in the street, they smile back at you. I mean, there's a big world of difference, but you've got to behave yourself, haven't you? Right. Javier Lopez. I know what I was going to tell you earlier. Before I read that out, I'll read this out, then I'll tell you what I'll probably forget again. Javier Lopez, Peter, when you visit Pattaya, are you staying usually in the Flipper House Hotel Suite 7? I am. It seems like a comfortable and clean place. The Blackwoods Hotel opposite is very popular, but that's very, very expensive, the Blackwoods, Javier. double the price. The reason I stay in the flipper house, it was recommended to me by Damon. Damon, he's got some wedge. He stays in a junior suite, but a poor person like me has to have a standard room. But what I like about it, and I've mentioned it on many, many streams in the past, it's very, very clean. Okay. There's a few things that are important to me when I stay in a hotel. It doesn't have to be a 5-star hotel. I stay in budget hotels. I'm not rich. It's got to be clean. That's a priority. Okay. Okay. It's got to be safe. Okay. It doesn't even have to have a safe in the room. You just have to, some hotels you book into, you get the towels and they're gray and they're frayed because they haven't bought new towels for like 5 years or something. But that Flipper House Hotel, I've got no affiliation with it. I don't get any backhanders, but it's a great location on Soy 7. The staff are nice. You get a breakfast included. It's got a couple of swimming pools. The rooms are really, really clean. And believe it or not, even though it's in Soy 7, it is a quiet hotel. Hopefully they'll give me a free beer when I get down there. Right. What I was going to tell you earlier when I forgot, I forgot what I was talking about. I'm going to be doing a video in about 2 weeks' time on, do you remember Peter from, I've forgotten the name of the company now, Thai Legal, I think it is. I did a few videos with him. But I'm going to be doing, there's a Thai American guy. He's got a Thai passport, but he's American. And he's part of Thai Legal. And their office is on Wireless Road, which is very close to the American Embassy. And they've invited me in to interview him. We're going to do I'm going to interview him on the subject of how to take Thai girls to your country. So if you're dating a girl and you want to, take her back long term to America, Australia, UK, anywhere in Europe, for instance, I'll ask him the questions, and then you'll know where to go, won't you? They don't do it for you, but it's just they do legal services. So I'm going to do a video. So that's something to look out for. It'll be a bit similar to. Do you remember the interview I did with Tim Newton from TNT? Something like that, but I'll try and do it. I'll go to his office and we'll sit side by side, not virtual, as it were. Dog, how you doing? Sucks to be sick in Thailand. Take care of yourself. It does, but I'm in Thailand. A lot of the times I'll be on. Somebody will leave me a comment and I'll say yeah, but this, or yeah, but that, or but it's pouring down the rain every day, and they'll write back to me, and this hits home. They always say to me, yeah, but you're in Thailand. I'd rather be in Thailand in the rain than England in the sun. It's just I take it for granted now. I've been here 6 months. I'm like, and if you wonder what that's about, don't even ask. Paul Hoskins says, no kiss in the bar goes if you have the flu. Absolutely. Tonto, have you been down at the Honey Pot? No. Perry, is it? Pierre? Pierre, I think it is, not Perry. Pierre. Sorry, Pierre. Sorry you feel sick. I hope you feel better. Thanks for a Sunday stream. You'll have to let me know, I mean, the whole point of me doing a Saturday stream was I wanted to have Sundays off. But, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, does it, what day I do it? I can take Saturdays off. I don't know. Sunday feels right for me for a stream at this time. I used to enjoy Sunday night streams in the UK. And, it just feels right. Okay, there's that name again. Hi, Peter. Hope you start to feel better soon. Catching you all the way from a brothel in downtown Cambodia. A little bit too much information there, but thank you. Where I serve the Lord preaching gospel. Yeah, okay. I think I know the place you've been to. ST Ray, you travel. I just heard it this morning. Nice to know the other fella name. Okay, right. Franco. You've changed your name. It's Franco. I know you have, and you're calling yourself Francesco. Right, okay. Mara Malini Nampong. This is her TikTok account. It may be the same as Instagram. Okay, so there's her full name there. Mara Malini Nampong. Okay. If you're interested in like cots and baby clothes. Thank you, Franco. I'm way behind now, aren't I? Where am I? I just read that one. Jimmy the Greek. How are you doing? Kara Franco. Good crowd in now, nearly 300. Martin Ryder, would an oil massage with eucalyptus oil ease the pain? Well, it's around the neck, Martin. She might strangle me, then get the wallet. Steve again, Martin, all oil massages always help. I might go for a massage tomorrow. That's what I might do, because today when I woke up, I thought I've got to get these stories recorded for next Saturday, or I'm under pressure. And I thought I'm not going to do the streams tonight. I'm just too ill, but it seems to be going okay at the moment. And I can relax tomorrow. So I think I will. We've got a massage parlor around the corner here. The only problem is that's all I want is a massage, if you get my drift. Thai Billy Boy, Peter, try a sauna and put some. Yeah, where is there a sauna on Sukhumvit? I don't know. Maybe in a 5-star hotel. I really enjoy saunas. I was going to join the gym in the Landmark. They're renovating it at the moment, but they wanted something like close to 3,000 baht a month. That's like £75, £80. $90 US. That's a lot of money to join a gym. They've got a bit of a gym here in the apartment, but there's never anybody in it, and it's cold. There's no. I don't mean the temperature. I mean, you go in there, there's no. There's equipment you can use, but there's no one there, and it's not the same as when you go into a gym and everyone's giving it some, isn't it? You get into that gym mode, as it were. But anyway, I'm not paying £3,000 a month for a gym membership, that's for sure. Right, Crypto Chris card. Masks don't work. I've done 3 years at the NHS, and I learned viruses are much smaller than the holes in the mask. Thanks for cheering me up, Crypto Chris. You really have. Paul, yes, possibly. Cohort 61, Alfreta, Georgia. Yeah, been there many times, part of Metro Atlanta. Okay, there's some information there. STA Ray, does anyone know if Simon will come back anytime soon? Just after the fella said built his resort, he had to move back to the UK. Yeah, he's we don't hear from him anymore, do we? Because when he tried to hang out here in Thailand as long as he can, and like you quite rightly said, he had his kind of his resort place here in Chonburi, but not Pattaya. I mean, not here, but down in Chonburi. And they ran out of money, basically, and they couldn't make it work. And they went back to the UK. And I know they both got a job in these virus testing places. When you drive your car in, stick your arm out the window, and they give you a jab. And then that's all gone now, isn't it? So I believe his wife is working with the NHS. And I know he used to drive a taxi. So maybe they're just trying to, maybe they've said to each other, well, let's give it 2 years. We'll work our socks off. You work in the hospital. I'll drive the taxi 16 hours a day. We'll bank everything. And then we'll go back out to Thailand and we'll give it another go. And why not? Good luck to the fella. Right. Martin Ryder, Turkish bath is good to clear your sinuses. Yeah. Just wish it clear up. Right. Yoss Travels. Chris Travels isn't big, Peter. Laugh out loud. It's lucky if he gets 50 in his lives. He now goes on kick as his YouTube is failing. I don't know who Chris Travels is. I've never come across him. STE Ray Martin, they'd break your back too. Paul Hoskin, mental vapor rub. I'll be all right, guys. Let's get away from this cold, this flu discussion now. Right. Okay, very droll, Martin, very droll. Anders Bergman, Flipper looks like... I actually, look, if you're interested in staying in the Flipper Lodge, I did a video on it, okay? If you go to my old catalogue of videos, there's a lady with big coconuts in a bikini, which is very unusual for my thumbnails, right? And she's on the side of a pool, and it says Flipper House. But don't get confused with the Flipper Lodge. You've got the Flipper House and the Flipper Lodge. Too many flippers around there, right? It's the Flipper House on Soy 7. I've stayed on the Flipper Lodge on Soy 8. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? But the Flipper House for me is a much more warm, family kind of nice hotel to come back to. Yeah. One man and his vlog. Hi Peter, late in the stream. Great job going out to see Liverpool versus Chelsea. We'll catch up tomorrow from the most beautiful province in Thailand, Mae Hong Son. Yeah. Okay. Good luck to you. It seems like I'm always competing with sport in the UK. It's Saturday night, afternoon, Sunday. But when else can I do it? There's a 6-hour time difference, and very, very soon there'll be a 7-hour time difference when they put the clocks back again. Kev says, when you travel to other countries, it's common sense not to get into trouble. And if you can take the drink, keep away from it. You do not have to drink alcohol to have a great time. Absolutely. But you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with drinking alcohol to have a good time, as long as you can control yourself, It's like if you go out and you meet some friends and you have a few beers, a few laughs, and you come home and you've had a good night, that's fine. Alcohol, there's no problem with alcohol. It's the people who drink the alcohol, isn't it? Oh, do you know what? I've just realized something. I wanted to do a competition tonight, and I don't know what the answer is because I didn't look at it. It's an old competition, so if I tell you guess the ladyboy, whatever, I don't. I think I can do that one because I can see the answer there. What about the ladyboy competition? Oh yeah, I can do them both. That's okay. That's all right. Yeah, we'll have a couple of competitions tonight. I'll give my throat a rest, won't it? And it won't end the stream too long. I'm not on any deadlines or anything like that. I mean, there's plenty of people in now. As long as you stay in, the comments keep coming in, and we'll do a few competitions. We'll do the Monger Minute for Ying, and we'll have a whiskey a bit later on, and we'll see how it goes. What's that you're saying, Franco? Martin Ryder, nobody. It's right. I will clip his ear when I see him. Okay. Steve, the gym I use in Ao Nang is 1,000 baht a month, as they give me the Thai rate due to the missus asking the owner. Great gym full of Farangs. Yeah, that's good if you can get a discount. Andrew Hammond, you don't need a gym, that's for sure. Gyms are great for MILF viewings in leotards. Okay, you're into your old MILFs, are you, Andrew? The truth's coming out now, is it? MILFs. I know what that stands for. MILFs. Mothers, I'd like. I can't say the rest of it. Right, STA Ray, you travel. Andrew said to me one time, we were in Pattaya, I was out with Pattaya, and he says, oh yeah, he says, whenever I go back with a girl, they always say I've got a good body. And I'm like, I'm like, yeah, then your alarm clock went off and you woke up. No, he's very slim, Andrew. Puts me to shame. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh God. Richard Harris, try your also on soy 26 hot baths and sauna, very nice. Oh, okay, yeah, right. I'll look at this tomorrow, and I've got a scooter, I can go up there. Thomas Wright, good morning, Peter from Niagara Falls, Canada. Well, there's a name drop, Niagara Falls. One place I've never been, but I'd love to go. How are you doing, Thomas? Robster. Okay, I won't put that up, but you can read that, right? Mad 67. I've not had. Oh no, I will read it out. Why not? Right. Right. Robster, vlogging a dead horse arrived in Bangkok late last week. You should keep an eye out for him vlogging and do a cameo. I've never actually met him. I've seen a couple of his videos he does. He's somebody who gets out and about, doesn't he? But he sometimes gets himself in bother, doesn't he? Right. Mad67 says, I have not had one single jab and I haven't had the vid either. Yeah, well, looking back on it all, we probably shouldn't have had it, none of us. Right, Ricardo, that's quite a lengthy one there. Simon Land of Smiles had a bad car accident last October. Okay, I didn't know that. He got bad neck, back injuries, but he's having treatment. His mum is also very unwell, so Simon and Mem are staying in the UK for the time being. Okay, so that's a lot of information. How do you know that? Just out of interest. JB, get in there, Peter. Just cracking one of where are we? I'll put it up there. Get in there, Peter. Cracking one off the wrist and noticed you're on. Hope you're well. Okay. Ryan says he becomes good looking after a drink, don't we all? Crypto Chris, no alcohol when you're ill, mate. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to, but you know, I want to have a whiskey. You know, I've been really good lately. I cut down. I was going to give up drinking, and I gave up for 11 days totally. And I was sitting here, and I thought, I don't smoke. I'm not married, and now I've given up drinking. I might as well become a priest. And I thought, well, what I'll do, I'll start drinking again, but moderately. So, you know, I used to sit here with beers and whiskey be on that side, and I'm drinking water now. And I've cut down my consumption a lot. You know. That's such a coincidence because I've just explained that having a look. Bike Packer says, "Are you still on the wagon?" Right, Charles Saunders does. Right, okay. Right, okay. We're nearly there. So let's do a competition, shall we? Like, let me just find out the answer because I didn't look at it earlier. And it's been a long time since. Which one is it? It's really hard to see from here. I think. Let me put my other glasses on. Hang on. I should have looked at this earlier. Hang on. No, they're not helping. There we are. Right, I got the answer for that. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do, competition I did probably a year ago. Haven't done any competitions in the regular stream for a long time, okay? So I'm going to show you 8 pictures of, there's no lady boys, okay? 8 pictures of 8 very pretty Asian girls from different countries around Southeast Asia and beyond. Only one of them is Thai, okay? And the idea of the game is I want you to tell me what number is the Thai girl, okay? Okay, so a lot of wrong answers, some right answers. I've just popped in a cheeky lozenge, so you'll be hearing that running around in my mouth. You know, if you just joined us, don't want to go on about it, but I've got a bad flu. I'm taking Panadol, I'm taking lozenges, I've got hankies, but we'll crack on. But let me get rid of this in a bit. Right, okay. Looking for the Thai lady, okay? And I will bring up the answers in a bit. So Paul Hoskins, first answer, which is wrong, Paul. Martin Ryder, no. Bike Packer, no. Martin Ryder, again, second time round, you got it right, Martin, well done. Joyce Roma, no. Rio Rennie, no. Jens Cruz, no. Morden Light, yes, you got it right, well done to you. Shane O'Traveller, you don't have much luck with these competitions, do you, Shane? No, wrong one. Only in Thailand, no. Thai Billy Boy, yes. Toby Price, no. Geo Stone, yes. Charles Stewart, right. How you doing, Charlie? No, sorry, wrong answer. Brian Street, no. Old Fogey, no. Robster, no. Richard Harris, yes. Daniel Rubini, I think I got it right that time. No. Michael DiCaprio, no. Wrong answer. Backpacker, no. Anton Carradine, no. Ricardo, you got it right. Well done to you. Jeff Say, no. Scott Brown, no. Mianoy, no. Graham Hawkins, no. Wrong answer. And if you're still around out there, Ning, get ready because we're going to do the Monger Minute after this, just for you. Right, Bottle Baby, no. Tonto, no. Mad67, no. Asok, no. Chris Tate, I'm trying to be discreet with this lozenge floating around here. Orange flavour. Right, Sean Jens, no. Delivery driver, is it? No. 20 Rothmans, no. You can only do one answer to the name I can't say. Mike Sounds, no. Darius Howe, no. We'll have to get through these now. They're going on a bit, aren't they? Charles Saunders, yes. Jimmy Page, no. Red Pill Denmark, no. Richard Wally, no. Rob J, no. Mari, yes. Ivan, no. Javier, yes. Scott M. Brown, no. Richard, no. Ravi, 1984, no. Franco, I'm still going to call you Franco. You're Franco to me, okay? But wrong answer, Franco. Right, I'm just going to read out the right answers now, okay? So it'll be all night on this, right? So if you don't hear your name out, it's the wrong answer. Charles Saunders, yes, you got it right. Mara, you got it right. Javier, you got it right. Anybody else? Johnny Red, Dorothy Ruby Red, you got it right. I think that's it. Last right answer, Glenn. Right, let's show you which nations these lovely ladies come from. Oh, you caught me having a good one there. Okay. Well done to all those people who got it right. And if you just come into the stream, I've got a really, really bad cold. That's why I'm sniffing and taking lozenges and all the rest of it. There's no member stream tonight. I've cancelled it just for tonight because of this. I'll just keep this going. And right, here's something we haven't done in a regular stream for a long time. It's an old one because I did it a year ago, but it's something called the Monger Minute, and this one's dedicated to Ying because she was watching this with her boyfriend a few weeks ago with Eric. Ying's a Thai lady, and she was like, "What's a Monger? What's a Monger?" So here we go, Monger Minute. Oh, I've lost it. Hang on. There we go. You filthy swines. Right. Okay. Where are we? Okay. So congratulations to everybody who spotted the real Thailand. They're all lovely though, aren't they? These are old Monger minutes. I haven't got time to do any new ones now because I'm doing videos with Marley and I've got some interviews planned and stuff. Okay. I've got something else, another treat for you in a bit. Two more treats. But one I'll do after a few more comments, okay? And if you've just joined the stream, welcome in. Welcome. We're in for an hour now. I'll keep it going as long as I can. No member stream tonight because I'm very, very sick. Was going to cancel the stream tonight, but we'll crack on and see how we get on. Okay, so who's in now? Road trip round. Peter, take what is it? Quans? How do you pronounce that? Quartercine and zinc, best thing for colds, flu, and COVID. I'll just stick with it. You know, I mean, I've got my lozenges, I've got Panadol, and you know, I'm in a nice apartment, so I'll just sweat it out, as it were. Old fogey, I'm going to Indonesia for next holiday. I wasn't that keen on Indonesia. I worked there for a year. You know, my background is the hotel trade. I worked in hotels for over 30 years. I worked for a company called Accor, and I opened up an Ibis hotel in a place called Yogyakarta. I haven't said Jakarta wrong. It was called Yogyakarta. It's East Java, and I was part of the opening management team there. And if you go onto Google and put Ibis Yogyakarta, you'll see it. It was okay. I miss Thailand. You know, if you come to Thailand first, then you go to Indonesia, you'll hate it. It's like I spoke to a viewer who's become a good friend now. He's coming over in 59 days because he keeps telling me how many days he's got left. But he'd never been to Thailand or Pattaya before. And let me get rid of old Fogey's comments there. But have a good time anyway. I don't want to put you off. It's just giving you my personal one. But the guy, I'll tell you his name, Nick. He came out here, but what he thought he'd do is spend a week in Cambodia and a week in Pattaya and then go home. And he got to Pattaya and I met him. I'd never met him before. No, I had met him. I met him in London at the Thai festival. And I said, how was Cambodia? Obviously, I had been to Cambodia, so I know what it's about. But I asked him and he says, I wasted my time. I should have come straight here. And I said, is it that bad over there? And he says, no, but it's so much fun here compared to there. So, yeah, if you haven't been there, you know, I mean, it depends what you want to do. It's a Muslim country, so a lot of mosques, and you know, you've got to be careful drinking all the rest of it. They do sell alcohol, but you know, right. I don't think you'll find it as much fun as Thailand. Right, Ben Leno, Japan, please. What about Japan, Ben? Give me a bit more information. Mia Noy says 6 is a beauty. 6? Which one was 6? Let's have a look. Was that the... Actually, I thought number 5, the Indonesian girl, was very pretty. Anyway, right, no more mongering. Anders Bergen, how you doing? Kevin, we're doing numbers still. Steve, catch you next week, just off for the football and roast dinner. I'll probably get a drop in numbers now because there's Chelsea playing. You know, I'm not a football fan, but there's a big game on today, so football fans will be off to watch that. Martin Riley says, send number 6 to my room, number 406. Right? She's here at the moment, actually. She won't come around. Right, Jason Finch, Marley Beautiful. All right, she likes to hear that. Rob J, an idea for logo on t-shirt, TBM, only Thailand bound Monger inside joke for everyone who watches this channel. There's a guy called Jesse in America. I mentioned him earlier. He found a t-shirt in a it was nothing to do with me, but he found it in America. It's a map of Thailand and it says Thailand bound, no kids, passport and keys or something like that. And he showed me. I said, well, bring me a couple. I might get them made here and give them as prizes or members or whatever. I don't know. It's something that people have been asking me to do for a long time. SD Ray says they all do the same. They need it. They need it of training. Okay, Ben. Are you still seeing that bird from the hospital? I haven't been able to renew my subscription to membership PayPal block. Oh, I don't know about any bird from any hospital. Ben, what are you on about? Right, Javier Lopez. Cheers, Peter. Stunning girls. I talk about some things in the member stream that I won't talk about here for obvious reasons. So I don't know what that comment was about. Right. DLVRY Drive. I'm a filthy swine. Okay. I think a lot of people here, I don't feel guilty about it. Craig M. Get well soon. Thank you. Okay, Paul. A lot of filthy swines on here now. Look, Glenn's a filthy swine. STE, you travel, enjoy your roast dinner. Okay. Yeah. Martin Ryder, it's been years since I was there. He said, what's the Monger situation in Indonesia? Well, honestly, I'll tell you. Sorry about this, guys. I know it's disgusting, but I've got no choice. I'll be running down my T-shirt. What a thought. What's the Monger situation in Indonesia? Well, obviously, it's a Muslim country, so they do have it, but it's not like Thailand. Nothing like Thailand. You know, you got to find it out, and it's hidden away, and, you know. So I've been told. Right, no strings. Hello, the Monger community back. Home after 2 weeks in Bangkok. Booked to go back November. Thai air flight 920 direct from London Heathrow. Okay, my daughters are out here in November. That's sunny. What are we now? Blimey. It's the 13th of August today, isn't it? Is it August? I'll tell you what, it is August. I don't know what it is. You lose track of time here. You know, I've been here and I thought, oh, it's Thursday. I better get the live stream set up. And it's actually Saturday morning. I'm thinking, shit, what happened to Friday? You know, it doesn't happen in the UK to me, but here I lose track of time. 20 Rothmans. Old fogey, the tarts in Jakarta have to be seen to be believed and not in a good way. Yeah, okay, I'll back you up on that one. I didn't want to be too, people leave comments saying, oh, you're being nasty about Indonesia. They're lovely people. I never said anything bad about Indonesia. In fact, I'll turn it around a little bit. As far as working around there, yeah, they were very nice people, but you're talking about something else now, aren't you? Michael DiCaprio, how you doing? Peter, my doctor once told me a good Vindaloo will shake off the flu. It'll shake off a lot of other things as well that you've had the day before. And you'll be praying you'd had ice cream for dessert when you go to the bathroom after one of them. Raymond, 1984, 202, another one not counting, 202 days to my 40th birthday. You young man, you 40, such a baby. 40th birthday, trip to Thailand, second trip for me. I've got 23 years on you and I'm still going strong. Good luck to you. ST Ray Martin, I doubt there is any, to be honest. No, there is. You've just got to look for it, especially in a place like Jakarta. But obviously, it's not going to be cheap and you're not going to get the A team, probably not even the B team. Paul Hoskin, what's Marley's favourite thing she likes to eat? I nearly vomited the other day. That'll put you off her. We went to a market. I try to do one video a week with Marlon. I'm trying to do something totally different. It won't necessarily appeal to the viewers here, my regular viewers, but I'm trying to do videos for some other people that maybe they'll jump on. I'm not taking anything away from what I do. I do the stories, I do the live streams, but I try to do one every week with Marley. We've gone up to a UTL. We've done God, I forgot the videos were made now. We did the railway market, didn't we? And we did the floating market and we did the Fortune Tire IT. So I'm trying to do something a little bit different. But the video I'm going to release tonight for the members and Wednesday for the regulars, it's a food market called Jots Fair on Rama 9. Massive place, really nice market. You'll see from the videos, maybe not your thing, but it might be worth watching it for 5 minutes, But Marley's like running, getting all excited about something she wants to eat. And I'm thinking, well, she's obviously gone for some nice, because I'm paying, right? So she's obviously looking for some nice skewers or some special ice cream or something. So what counter does she take me to? She takes me to the bugs counter. The sort of stuff you see on Soy 4, right? Grasshoppers and slugs and these short, fat worms and stuff. And she's like picking them out. And I'm like, you're going to eat them? She said, yeah. And the guy's frying it all up in a pan, And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, that looks revolting. I can feel myself reaching, looking at these bugs. They're bugs, right? The Thais eat them, though. Fair play to them, but I don't want to eat them, right? So she gets this pot and she gets her toothpick and she sticks it in this grub. Okay, it's about that size. It looks like a short worm, okay, with circles around it. It's about that thin and it's like fat, like a cigar, She sticks this thing in it and she gives it to me. She says, "Do you want it?" I'm like, "No, I fucking don't want it. I don't want any of it." So you'll see her eating them in this video that I've already edited it now. So the video you'll see her in that, and it really is gut wrench. I do know foreigners who try them, and they're like, "Yeah, no problem," but not for me, really. Give me a chicken and mushroom pie and a baked potato any day of the week. Right, Jeremy, how you doing? Hi, Peter. All from Miami today. Yeah, and looking forward to getting your stories, Jeremy. Maybe send one at a time better so don't get confused putting two together. Ryan Sager, the girls was porking. Okay. Right, Kev. Just wondering about the taxi driver from London who you had an interview with on his first time in Thailand. Yeah, that was Rob, wasn't it? Rob, the taxi driver. He's not in the streams very often these days because obviously he used to finish work, he'd sit down, crack a beer, and he'd come into the streams. Really nice guy. I remember once I had a technical malfunction, I had him in as a guest, and he kept the stream going. He just kept talking to people, But yeah, he's about. I see him sometimes, but it's just a time difference. And Sheila was in touch a few weeks ago. I told you, remember Sheila? But she's got some serious long-time life health issues, which come and go, and she's been kind of not well for the last sort of few months. and she's sorting all that out. But she did write to me and say hello, Peter. Right, thanks. I'll take note. Right, Kiwi. Bali is so different to the rest of Indo. Mongering is quite easy. Accommodation, food, and booze is also cheap. Okay. Thai Billy Boy. Peter, I would recommend a trip to Chiang Mai in November to see Loy Krathong Festival. It's spectacular. Done it. Don't forget, I worked it. I worked in Khon Kaen for 2 years. Hang on, turn away. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? I worked in Khon Kaen for 2 years. I was part of the opening team for the Sofitel, which is now the Pullman or Portman. And we drive up to how long did it take us? It was 6 hours to Bangkok. I can't remember, but yeah, you're right. And also everywhere's nice for Loy Krathong, you know, where they set the thing, you know, forget what they called out on the water. Right, Joyce Roma. Hey Peter, when can we expect a ride along vid on the Honda 160? Yeah, that's something I'm planning. That's a good idea. So Eric has taught me how to record and edit in 4K. And you might be looking at me thinking, what a thick twat he is, right? Because I don't know how to do it. But no, I find that sort of technical stuff very difficult. But he showed me. I did some videos in Hua Hin where I strapped a camera to me and I was riding. But unfortunately, I used a GoPro camera and it's crap, you know. I've got like several cameras I bought thinking they'd be, you know, really good. And they're rubbish. A GoPro is only good if you want to, you know, put it on the end of a selfie stick and go on a skateboard and jump over things, or underwater, or, you know, on the front of a motorbike and stuff. But, you know, I didn't find it that great, so I never use it. So what I intend to do is strap my I've got an Samsung S22 Plus here, which is a very good camera on it, and I'm going to go out and just do some slow riding. I'll come out, I'll probably go down Soy 11, come out of Soy 13, just do a few of the soys. I'll definitely go down Soy 4 2 or 3 times. And I might even try and do 1 or 2 of those videos. Remember that guy, he used to do kind of like, he'd set his camera up outside the Nana Hotel and you'd see people coming in, really high quality. I thought about doing a couple of those sort of videos. Why not, right? You know, I live in Bangkok. I'm in central Bangkok. Why not? You know, people are abroad. They want to see, you know, what's going on outside Nana and everything. I don't have to speak. Just set it up, put it on high definition, let it run for half an hour. Why not? But yeah, good idea, Joyce. I'm definitely going to do that. Let me get myself fixed up, my throat and everything. Richard Harris, 114 days I'm back in Bangkok. Yeah, good stuff. Charles Saunders, Marley says she likes Som Tom. Show me a Thai who doesn't like Som Tom, and I'll show you. Well, I don't know what I'll show you, but everybody, like all the Thais, like Som Tom. I like Som Tom, but I can never eat it because, you know, I've got this thing about garlic. I can't eat garlic, right? And I know it's good for you. Every time I say that, some people will say, yeah, but it's good for you. And I know it's good for you. I just hate the smell of it. It makes me feel like reaching, you know. But the thing is, I love onions. It's weird. Okay, Martin, you're not going to convince me to eat them. You're saying bugs are low in cholesterol. They're probably very healthy for you. You know, it's because we live in a modern world. You know, we get things in, everything's like, you know, a fish will come with no head on it, or, you know what I'm trying to say. And, you know, bugs look disgusting. Well, they are to us, well, to me anyway. But, you know, they're probably full of protein. Like you say, they're low in cholesterol, and they're probably very good for you. But it's just a thought of, you know, crunching that thing, you know. Oh, no. Right, me annoyed. Those bugs stick. Is it stink? Yeah, stick as they are frying them. Makes me feel sick. Yeah, you and me both. STA Ray. Peter, that was a funny, probably, what does that say there? Peter, that was funny, probably the vomit full of protein. Yeah, okay, you go. Too much information there now. Kev, red ants, eggs, and fatter mice have a lot of protein. Okay, well, I'll let you get on with them. I shan't be trying them. How far behind am I now? Only 4 minutes. Right, Paul Harrison, those grubs are quite nice. Unlike the grasshoppers, they're horrible. I'll take your word for it. I'll never try them, not even for a YouTube challenge. The World Economy Forum wants us all eating bugs so they can have all the beef. Okay. Another what is that? Conspiracy there. Conspiracy. Right. Okay. Christopher Tate. Rob was great when he kept the stream going. He was completely unfazed by this. He was, wasn't he? And he always used to leave me a nice, every week he'd leave me a nice super chat, you know, 15, 20 pounds. Really nice one, you know. I miss him in the streams, actually. I've had to reduce my budget now. He's not in. Right, Paul. Okay, Mara says, get well soon, Sheila. I don't know if she watches these on the rerun, but I thought it upset her because she just disappeared. But then she contacted me on WhatsApp one day and just said, look, sorry I haven't been in touch, but I've been ill. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. Get well, Sheila, you know. Uh, Mianoi, if you're in a bar in Pattaya and the bug cart pulls up, it pongs, okay? I was talking to somebody about YouTubers in Pattaya today. Isn't there a lot of them now? A lot of guys who have gone down there. I don't mean the bigger names down there like Buzzin and everything Pattaya, and there's some big names down there. But isn't there a lot of newbies who are starting up and trying to? I'm glad I don't live in Pattaya. You know, I don't want to compete with everyone else. What's the best visa for a 47-year-old to stay in Thailand for 6 months, Peter? Wait 3 years, then you can come on a retirement visa. No, seriously, 6 months. Yeah, it's not really that. Oh well, yeah. If it's 6 months, you could do a land border. So basically, this is what I would do if I was you. Okay, I'd apply for a 2 months online at your Thai embassy in your country. Presumably, you're in Europe, America, or Canada, or Australia, somewhere like that. Okay, you're not in India or Romania or something like that, right? So what I would do if I was you, you go online. You can apply for a 2 month, a 60-day visa online. You don't even have to send your passport in anymore. You know, they'll send you something that you print out and stick in. And someone's even told me they don't do that anymore. Excuse me. So get a 60-day visa before you leave the country, because you only get 30 days when you arrive. So you've got 60 days already. You come in, you activate your 60 days when you come through, okay? When that comes to the end, you can extend that for another 30 days, okay? So you're already done half your time. That's 90 days. Then what you can do is go and do a land border like Cambodia, something like that. There's plenty of companies here who they'll take you in a minibus for the day. It's like an 8-hour drive, but it's done and dusted in a day. Okay, you leave about 4 or 5 in the morning, drive all day, come back, you get another 30 days. So there's your 4 months, right? You might even be able to extend that for another 30 days, but you can do a maximum of 2 land borders now. You know, they've got very strict on it now. So what you could do is go out on a land border, come back, do another month. Don't know if you can extend that again, but then go out maybe again. So that's the way to do it. But then you're pretty much done and dusted then, because I've heard a lot of stories about people who have done it 3 times and they don't let you back in. There was a famous case about a month or so ago of a guy who'd set himself up in a nice condo and jumped in all his stuff. He'd gone out and bought a big flat screen TV, and he was living in an apartment. He'd bought all his ovens and his towels and his everything you need to make your apartment nice, microwaves and blankets, and you get the idea, right? And he did this land border thing, and the 3rd time he actually flew out to Malaysia, and when he came back, they wouldn't let him in. They said, no, you're abusing the tourist visa. And he was stuck in Malaysia, and he was actually saying, like, I've got all my stuff in, jumped in. I don't know if I can ever come back in. Will they let me in to get my stuff, or am I banned for life or whatever? So, be really, really careful. Immigration have tightened up a lot in the last year or so. What they've tightened up on recently are these educational visas and charity visas, because you get younger guys come here and they say, well, I want to learn Thai. I want to do an education visa, which you're allowed to do, but they don't do Thai lessons. If you come in and you take the Thai lessons, that's fine. Okay, if you come here and you're going to do a charity, you come in here to do charity, stray dogs or children, whatever, you get the visa and you don't do it. They check up with these establishments now, and if you're abusing the system, you'll get deported. And in fact, they're actually there's a policeman. He's one of the top policemen. His nickname is Big Joke. I don't know why, but that's what everybody calls him. The Thais as well, right? And he wants the retirement visa rules changed. He wants it more difficult to get, because there's a lot of Chinese have been abusing it, and also these biker gangs in Pattaya. A lot of them have had problems with the police, and he wants to clean it all up. And he's suggesting it's just talk. I mentioned this last week. Okay, there's nothing being signed, sealed, and delivered. It's just talk. It's his idea. But what he's saying, he would maybe raise the retirement age from 50 to 60. That's one option. Or another option is, instead of the 800,000, it's got to be 2 million baht. Okay, so they're just talking at the moment. The other thing they're talking about is a criminal background check. Okay, again, nobody's planning it. It's not out there on the cards, but it's just chitter chat among the Thais, because they're trying to clean up. They don't want criminals in this country, okay? Because that's what's happened in the past. People have come in, they've abused their visas, they've worked. Like I say, these gangs in Pattaya have caused a lot of problems for everybody. There's been a lot of murders with foreigners over the last few years, a lot more than there ever has been. And the immigration are looking at it seriously, and they're saying, well, maybe there'll be criminal background checks, even on retirement visas. Maybe you need to go to your embassy and have some kind of biometrics check. I don't know. This is what they're talking about. They haven't said we're going to do it, or it's in the pipeline, or it's coming up at the next meeting. They're just saying, you know, because of all the problems they're having with foreigners, they don't want those sort of people here. Okay, that's why I say if you come here, be low key, enjoy yourself, but don't make problems. You know, again, I don't want to preach, but you know, the Thais are not. They're not stupid. You know, look at Bangkok, wonderful city. Okay, they're not stupid. They'll catch you. Right. Let me say thank you to Mara for a nice €10 super chat there. Thank you, Mara. Don't cut your budget here, so you can live the big life. Okay, I'll probably buy some more lozenges with that tomorrow, Mara, because I've only got 3 left. So thank you very much. Oh, and some Panadol, something like that. Mara, right? Okay, right. Let's give you a little treat now. Let me just read that one out there. Paul, who's saying that? Paul Harrison. I heard they ask the people on the Learning Thai educational visa questions in Thai quite a lot, obviously. Fail. Yeah. Well, like I said, they're checking up on them. You know, the problem is people come in and they think they can do what they like. You know, you can't. Not anymore, anyway. Maybe in the 90s you could, but not now. Get a business visa with a Thai business partner who's blind, 90-year-old son, Mud Village. Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's do this for you now. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a long time, you'll remember this clip. This is people like photographs like this. There was an old, he wasn't that old actually. What was his name? I can't remember his name. If he watches this, he will never forgive me. But there was a guy, he used to be in the Navy, okay, in the American Navy, and he used to go to Pattaya in the 70s, okay? So the American warships had come in, they send out the Liberty boats, they'd pine into these Liberty boats, the smaller boats, you know, they'd come into shore, all the girls would be on the beach screaming at these American sailors, you know, these dollars are coming into Pattaya. We're going back to the 70s, okay, when it was a very simple thing down there. Now, he took a lot of photographs, you know, everybody's got a camera now, haven't they? Everyone's got a camera, it's click, 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 video, 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 but you couldn't do that in the old days. You had to have a camera, then you had to have the film process. Something, I'm getting to the point, but I just want to tell you a funny story he told me. He said when he had his camera in Pattaya, all along Beach Road, you had a sign, photo development, 1 hour photo development. Every shop said it outside, 1 hour photo development. And he'd take his reel of film and he said, what time should I come back? They said, give it about 4 hours. And he said they all did that, you know, they advertised 1 hour and said 4 hours. Right. Okay. So what this is, these are some of the photographs that he was able to get or take when he was in Pattaya in the 70s, early 70s to mid 70s. And I have shown this on the live stream a couple of times about 18 months ago. But the photographs are so nice. I didn't want to just bin them or put them in there. I've done that file. So what I've done, the photographs he sent me, I put them into a montage with music, about 2 minutes long. So I'm going to play this now. And if you haven't seen this before, you're in for a real treat. I hope you enjoyed that. And the Sabai Land massage is still operating to this day. So I'll probably show that again in about 18 months' time. So I hope you enjoyed them. Right. Let's get back into here and see what you're saying. Mara, I think I've lost it now. Oh, okay, I've still got it. I'll read that out in a minute. Right, Christopher Tate, Rob was great when he kept the stream going. He was, okay, I've done this. Let's go down to Mara's comment. Okay, not quite, Mara. You've put, just for statistics, 10 times nose blown so far, Peter. It's probably 16 because when I run these competitions and those photographs, I'm snorting like there's no tomorrow. Because nobody can hear me, so I get plenty of it in. So let's make it 16 and we'll go from there. Tell you what, let's make it 17. There you go. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I've got a really bad flu. Right. Jason Finch. Hey, Peter, when you going to come back to the show? The show? I'm not sure what that means, Jason. Maybe give me some more details. I didn't really understand it. Paul Hoskins says, has anyone done a YouTube video of all the Thailand provinces? Yes. Paddy Doyle's done it. He's in Switzerland at the moment, but he did it on his motorbike. Shane O'Trevor, maggots are high in protein. All right, Shane, I'll leave them for you. Right. I don't know what the name is. DL Delivery Driver. Okay, I've got it. Delivery Driver. I'm Thai American, adopted 40 years ago. My Thai birth family has passed on. Is it still worth it to try and get in a Thai passport, or should I just get a retirement visa in 5 years' time? I would, if you've got a copy of your mother's passport or some proof that she is Thai, I would give it a go. I mean, I would, if you got a Thai embassy, I wouldn't write to them, because you'd be lucky to get an answer. Just go to them and spend a day, just go and see them and ask the question like you've just asked here. I mean, if they say no, then you got to wait 5 years, haven't you? But you never know. Okay, Crypto Chris says cholesterol's not a problem. Well, it is for me. I have to take statins every night. Javis says, the problem with the bugs is the oil where they've been frying up. Usually it's black dirt burnt because it's been used again and again. Yeah, they use very cheap oil. 4K vibes. Paul Hoskins, yes, a few have the most up-to-date is Paddy Doyle. Yeah, I've just mentioned that. He did that quite a while ago, actually. More than like some of the bugs are really good, but the grasshopper legs have a tendency to stick to your throat. Lovely. I sneaked out and got something. I don't want to show this on YouTube. Oh, burning me. It's nice. STE Ray. Tulip, the visa is changing at the minute, but come get 30-day visa to do a visa trip takes about a day. I did mention that. Yeah, there is options now. The Thais, it's not like they don't want you here. They want you here. Tourism's one of their biggest industries. It's not their biggest industry, but it's one of their, I shouldn't say industry. It's not an industry, is it? Or is it? But it's one of their biggest money earners in the country. So the Thais want you here, but they want you to behave yourself and they want you to do things legally. That's fair enough, right? Yosh Travels made it to the bar. Roast ordered and a cold San Miguel. Happy days. Love them pics. Okay. Have a good afternoon, Steve. Martin Ryder, USS Independence had their Liberty leave when I was on holiday in Benidorm in the 90s. Ruined it for us with the snatch. I can't remember. I think there's only, in all the history of going to Pattaya since the early 90s, I think I was only ever in Pattaya once when the US Navy came into town. And they're pretty well behaved. They're very polite. And, they have their own military police. So if they get into a scrap in a bar or something, they jump all over them. They're representing their country, aren't they? But one thing I did find is when they're in town, the girls in the bars, they don't want to know anybody except those guys, because those guys have been stuck on a ship for months. They got pockets full of cash. They don't know the deal. You get Europeans who live out there, and they know the prices and they can do the deals and stuff. And the girls have got to work hard to make money. When these guys come, it's not that they're stupid. They've been at sea for so long. They just want to let their head down and have a good time. A lot of them want to hook up with this, or they did want to hook up with the same girl, and money wasn't an object. They used to go out, take them to the cinema, go out for nice meals, female company. It wasn't just about the boom boom, as they say. So we go, if you went to Pattaya and the American Navy was in, you get back in the car and go back home. Right. Okay, thank you for that generous super chat, Anton Carradine. Now that you live in Thailand, when you use money, do you automatically convert in your head to the pound, or do you just think in Thai baht should equal £10? How many baht? No, I do. I can't help it. I do convert back into pounds because I used to. It used to be like 100 baht was £2.50, so it was very easy to do. So I'd say, okay, 100 baht's £2.50. I'm spending 500 bahts, £12.50. 1,000 baht, it's about £25. But the rates are up and down. But it's really hard just to stick to Thai, even though I live here. I always convert it in my head because that way I know if it's expensive. Like I bought a tin of potatoes on Lazada yesterday. Every now and again I'll cook up a chicken and mushroom pie, peas, and a can of potatoes with Bisto gravy. You can get it all out here, and it's not very often. Once a month I'll do that. But the potatoes were 109 baht plus 35 delivery. So what's that? That's about 145 baht. So immediately I'm like, okay, 250. Those tin of potatoes cost me 350. It's just automatic. But thanks for the super chat. That'll buy me another tin of potatoes, won't it? Christopher Tate, do you like do YouTube dislike the consumption of alcohol on public streams? Well, they do, but it's not so much YouTube. It's Thailand. It's actually against the law to promote alcohol in this way. I'm going through I always go through a VPN. Not because I'm doing anything illegal, I just always do, and but really you're not supposed to, in Thailand, you're not supposed to be doing something like this and knocking them back. They just don't like it, the law is very grey on it. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. On Pattaya beach, it's illegal to drink alcohol. Would you believe that? But yet every beach seller, every one of those people who run those slot with the umbrellas and they've got the box and you can sit there, and the first thing they do is offer you a bottle of beer, isn't it? Openly, they all sell beer, but it's illegal in Thailand, as is prostitution is illegal in Thailand. Grey areas. Right, Ben. Evening, Peter. Late to join as I forgot it's Sunday. Okay, not to worry. There's no member stream tonight, guys. If you've just jumped in, I've got a really bad flu. I was going to cancel the stream today because I was in a bad way this morning. I've been medding up. I've been taking all the medicines and blown my hooter all night, and I thought, well, I'll go on and do a regular stream. I won't do the member stream, just this week only. I'll go in and do a stream, and if it's a good stream, I get plenty of people in, and it goes well. I'll just keep it going for as long as I can. If I get sick or my throat's too painful, I can end it and just say good night. I've been going for nearly an hour and a half now. So far, so good, and over 300 people in now, so we'll keep going. Trapped in Paradise, 300 in the stream. Yeah, okay, good. Mara, what's that? 44706. What's that, Mark? Is that, I don't know, is that the conversion? Right, Alan H. Hey, Peter, congratulations to the Lionesses moving. Where is it? It's gone. Moving on, great match against Colombia. Okay, yeah, thank you. But anybody who knows me, I'm not really a football fan. It's weird. I'm probably one of the few English guys that doesn't like football. Alan HT, I've done that one. Dorothy Ruby Red, there were here, US Navy in May, I think. All were very well behaved that I saw and green behind the ears. Well, they're young lads, they're young guys, aren't they? I used to, years ago, when I was in my early career in the hotels, I was sent to Norway to a place called Buda. It's spelled Bodo, and it's over the Arctic Circle. So we had 6 months of sunshine, it never got dark, and then 6 months of nighttime, it never got light. That's a bit hard on the old senses. And they had, the sea came through the middle of the town. And we used to get all the navies in. We've got the British Navy, the American Navy, the Australian Navy. They come in and they pop up. Do you know who were the worst behaved when they come in? The British. They were the ones who kicked up the town. Right. That's a good name. I like that. Napoleon blown apart. Hey, Pete, how you doing? Franco. Alan Hasey, don't think he will understand as he doesn't follow football. I do get it, Franco. It's a lionesses. They're the female version of the English football team, aren't they? So I do. I'm not that bad. I'm just not a fan. John Hobson, hope you feel better soon. Well, what I'll do, John, I'll just go off screen a little bit here and I feel better now, yeah. Because when you got a sore throat, it's raw, right? And when you have alcohol, it literally burns you, and it's a nice sensation actually. Right, Reginald Rutherford. Peter, there is an Alan Wicker program on YouTube. Yep, I've seen it. Somebody pointed out. I'll read it out. Peter, there is an Alan Wicker program on YouTube when he visited Pattaya in the 70s on a cruise ship. Well worth a watch. There's two. You're right. There's two videos. There's It's actually, if you want to watch it, it's actually called A Slow Boat to China. And he's on the Queen Elizabeth II, and they stop in many locations, but they do one show where they stop in Pattaya, and one of the guys gets in problem because a jet ski tries to rip him off, and it's very, very interesting. I watched it one night, so I hope everybody doesn't leave the stream and now go off and watch that. Okay, Paul, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Ben. I'll put that up there. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. And if you are in this stream and you're enjoying it, give me a thumbs up, guys. It helps with the algorithm. You know, every stream I used to go in, I always did a thumbs up if I liked it. It doesn't cost you anything. It just helps the channel, you know. So if you give me a thumbs up, it's well appreciated. JB, anyone else like watching try on hauls on YouTube? Do you know what? There's not much I watch now. I watch most of I never watched YouTube Thailand channels, very rarely. The Alan Wicker one was interesting. But the sort of videos, when I watch YouTube, when I'm off, because I'm always on YouTube, when I'm off, the videos that relax me, you'll find this really weird, right? When I relax and I'm finished for the day, it's 9 o'clock and I'm going through YouTube. The videos I like are these guys who go out into the mountains, survival videos, right? And they're in the snow and they've got a backpack, and what they do, they've got all the tools, and they make a shelter and they put a tent up and dig around, and they go out and find firewood and they start it without any. I love that sort of stuff. You know, I mean, I'll never do it, but I just find it so relaxing. You know, there's a guy called Camping with Steve. He does stealth camping. He's an American guy. I've watched a lot of his. You know, his channel, what he does, he goes and he likes camping in places you're not supposed to, like in urban suburbs where there's a few woods, or in the middle of a roundabout, or, you know, just different places. And he's always very stealth and looking out, and it's quite interesting. Right, Bernie. Peter, when will you need to renew your 18-month visa? Will the admin process be a lot quicker, easier, and not as expensive as your? Yeah, it will be. A couple of things I'm going to tell you there. Somebody asked me what visa I'm on. I'm actually very, very lucky. I came in on a retirement visa. I've now got a work permit through Simon's company. If you want to have a work permit here, it's very, very. There's a lot of hoops. You need a lot of money. You've got to produce a lot. That's if you have a company. But because my friend Simon's got several companies, he's allowed to have 4 farang on each company, and they have to employ 4 Thais. So I've gone in on one of his companies so I could have a work permit, because I'm doing YouTube. And you know what will happen? I'll upset somebody. He'll phone immigration, say this guy's working. Immigration will come around. I can flash my passport and they'll be like, yeah, no problem. And they'll go and give him shit, right? So I'm very, very lucky. But if it had been a retirement visa, it would have been cheaper anyway, because I got 15 months when I came in on a retirement visa initially, which I've now changed to the work permit. And you know, I had a multi-entry visa that cost me another 5,500. Well, I didn't. I can't talk about the money because it's, you know, Lana's told me not to talk about that, and I shouldn't talk about it in a public forum. But in answer to your question, yes, it would be about half the price. Right, Deke, Peter, you Deke. Peter, you should say you're drinking Iron Brew. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. Yeah, Iron Brew. Yeah, this Iron Brew is nice. It's really nice. Iron Brew. You watch, the money will get the stream will get demonetized now. Right, JB. I wouldn't mind being in the Linus coaching team and joining them in post-match showers. Yeah, very pretty girls. Yeah. No strings. Creaky chair, laugh out loud, or is it your joints? It's a chair. I noticed that on the stories, you know, because when I read the stories out, it's 30 to 40 minutes of straight reading, right? And I'm sitting here still, and every now and again I have to move my leg, or, you know, and when I play back the stories to check for mistakes, I can hear these creaks and I think, oh, we've got to get a new chair, Peter. Right, Mike Braithwaite, hit the like button. Absolutely, Michael, absolutely. Right, Mad67. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that we aren't partaking in, okay, yeah, we just take these ladies out to dinner and a game of Connect 4, of course. They all fall in love instantly and can't control themselves, and go back and have a bottle of wine, of course, right, and then say goodnight. Right, Paul Hoskins says, put the whiskey in a soda bottle and it looks like you're drinking lemonade. Okay. It's only tonight. It makes me sound like an alcoholic who wants to hide his booze. It's just because I've got this throat and it really helps. You know, I've just had a little nip and I won't have any more whiskey tonight. Right. Tonto, my friend witnessed a Russian being fined for smoking on Jomtien Beach. Yeah, you can't smoke on the beach. You know, I mean, like when I visited Franco on the beach when he was staying down Soi 3 or Soi 4. He's a smoker, and we'd sit in the deck chairs. I don't know what you call them in America. We call them deck chairs. And every time he wanted a cigarette, he'd wander off. I said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to have a smoke. Because you're not allowed even to vape on the beach. 200,000 baht fine. And some of the Thais will point you out, you know. John Hobson, awaiting tick, off for 90-day report submitted online. Apparently are behind due to the holidays, 5 days and counting. Do you know what, guys? There's so many people say to me, "Oh, I went down and queued in immigration. I had to do my 90 days. It took forever." You can do it online. I keep telling you, if you want the link, ask me, send me an email. I won't put it here. I do it every 3 months. All you do is you get the immigration website up. It's in there, and it asks you what your visa number is, where you're living, your name, and all the rest of it. You send it off. You get a confirmation email. Usually, the next day, I get an email that says your 90-day approval has been approved. And then they also tell you when you need to next approve, which for me is the 18th of September. So do it online. Right, Napoleon blown apart. Flew. Hope it wasn't a dodgy go. No, it wasn't a dodgy go. How long we've been going now? Hour and a half. Doing well, doing well. Okay, thank you, Ty Billy Boy. He says, is a well-deserved thumbs from me. I don't know if you noticed, although my voice is different to normal because I've got this cold, I've actually bought an expensive microphone, okay, because I was using the headset, which I thought was a good sound, and I thought the picture was good. I thought, that's a good green screen, and and the headset's good and everything. But Eric, this younger guy, he said to me, no, he said, you look like a Martian. He said, and that thing looks ridiculous, and you sound like tinny. And he sorted me all this gear out, and I don't know, is this microphone sound better to you? I mean, I did the stories with it today, played it back, it sounded better to me. Sean, how is my broccoli farm doing? Well, it's not mine, it's Simon's, but we do intend to do another video. He's doing very well with it. Some people have been paid out already, and I will be doing another video. We're just waiting until the government kind of get this law thing behind them. So, because a lot of people worry, or what if they change the law? They won't. Not sure what you mean by that, Mike. You said they're all scripted for the viewers. Okay, which one's that? Isles of Cog, is it? Have you heard about the live streamer that was arrested in Thailand for giving? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. He's got to wait about he's not in jail, but he's got to wait about 6 months for his passport back. Yeah, I mean, it's a silly thing to do, isn't it? But he's a big YouTuber, actually. Love watching the history videos, especially the Greek and the Romans history and health videos. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on YouTube. It's fantastic. I mean, I'm of the age when I remember when I was a teenager. I mean, what did we look forward to? We looked forward to The Great Escape with Steve McQueen every Christmas, without fail. The Great Escape, just after the Queen's speech on a Sunday. Do you remember? On Christmas Day, or not Sunday, on Christmas Day. And then what else did we had? We had Colditz at 9 p.m. on channel BBC One, where Colditz, which was any young lad, any young guy wanted to watch that. We had Stars on Sunday with Harry Seacombe. That was the first show I'm talking about in the UK, all right? I mean, the guy thought he could sing. It was awful. We had, when I was young, we had two channels. We had BBC One and we had ITV, and that was it. And then Channel 4 came along. But now, I mean, we've got all these movie apps. We've got Netflix. We've got YouTube. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, Yoz, how's your dinner going? A few big YouTubers have said you don't need a work permit to vlog in Thailand as you're paid outside of Thailand. That's not true, Steve. That's an assumption, right? If you're here on a retirement visa and you're working, it doesn't matter where the money comes into. You're working, okay? You're going out with a camera, you're filming, and you're getting paid to do that. Technically, you're working. Okay, it's very difficult for them to prove, okay? But I'm in a position where it was easy for me to get a work permit. If it had been a big deal, I probably wouldn't have done it and taken the risk. But it doesn't matter if they're telling themselves that, okay? If their money's not coming to Thailand, they're still working regardless, okay? So it's better not to listen to people who've got wrong information, okay? It's just not true. A retirement visa means what it says. You're here to retire. You don't work, okay? If you're out there doing YouTube videos and you're getting paid, regardless of where the money's going to, you're abusing your retirement visa. Simple as. And if they can prove that, they will. Mara says, OT, she is a girlfriend. All right. A lot of people ask me if Marley's my girlfriend. She definitely isn't, honestly, guys. Right. Piri says, get the likes up for the algorithm. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. Franco, Stephen OT, he told us all in the earlier stream when she first did a live stream. Okay. Right. An Aussie YouTuber in Bangkok does frequent live streams, heavy drinking sessions, not good. A lot of YouTubers do things that you're not supposed to do, and they take a chance and they get away with it. Will they get away with it forever? I don't know. I've had strikes on my account and I haven't done things again. But I'm one of those guys. It's not that I'm, like I haven't got a spine or I don't want to take a chance. But the way I look at it, I've come out to Thailand to live forever. Okay, to the rest of my days. I might die out here. I don't know. Okay, I don't want somebody to knock on my door in 18 months' time and say you're abusing your visa. Right, we're taking you downtown, and I can't come back in here. And they say, well, you're on a flight to the UK tomorrow. My life's devastated. What would I do? Okay, I wouldn't die, but you know what I mean. And I just won't be one of those guys who takes a chance. I love it out here. Okay, I'm planning to stay out here for as long as I can, and I just don't take chances. Not with the law, not with the police, because they're not stupid. I keep saying that. I can go to bed at night, put my head on the pillow, and think I'll be here tomorrow night as well. Right. Right, Randy, how you doing, my man? PA Comanche, I always convince myself I'll sleep much better with one more margarita. I always win the argument. Yeah, absolutely, Randy. And I've seen so many videos on alcohol where they say if you drink, you don't have a good sleep. But if you don't drink, you have a much deeper sleep. And I suppose it's right. But for me personally, when I used to drink a lot, I'd hit the pillar, bang, that's me, I'm out. And I had a great sleep. I wake up in the morning fully refreshed. I wasn't hungover. And when I gave up drinking for 14 months, I couldn't sleep. I go to bed at 11, still be awake at 4 in the morning. Right. I get in trouble for performing a sec act on the beach in Brighton. I just told the officer that I was in scratch and itch. Okay, very droll. Mark Hanley, do you okay. Right. Don't talk about them things here, Mark. Members stream, maybe. Girlfriend, me. I haven't got a girlfriend. Right, Steve. They raided Jomtien Beach the other night. Yeah, I watched that on the Tiger, making arrests of people drinking and selling alcohol. Lots of Farangs got fined. Yeah, exactly. Lots of Farangs got fined. Right, Barry from EastEnders. Mic is good. That's good. The quality sounds good. I don't want to just know that you can hear me. Can you hear a difference apart from because I've got the flu? I'm not wearing the headset. I've got this really nice mic here. Can you notice a difference in the quality? Does it sound more richer, more better, or is it don't make any more difference? Okay, Ben says, I noticed the better sound quality straight away. Well, that's why I'm wearing these, you see, because I've got these for listening. The quality's crap on these, but the microphones, it's a good mic. It's a Rode shotgun mic, but really good. Yeah, should have bought it years ago. Mia Noy, yes, you don't look like you're working in a call center. Yeah, I did. That was the best sound I'd ever had, that thing. I thought it was a great sound. And you'll notice I look a bit more redder now because Eric told me how to take the automatic white off, and I actually look like a real person now. And if you notice as well, most streams I'm like that, really close, but I'm actually back now. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay. Right. Is that Wig alert. Does Peter have a smoker's I don't smoke. I used to smoke 2 packets of Marlboro a day for years. I gave up about 10 years ago. And no, I've got a really bad flu at the moment, really bad. It's not COVID. I've been tested, but I'm on Panadol. I'm on lozenges. Like I keep saying, I was going to cancel the stream. There's no member stream tonight because I can't do another stream after this. My throat's starting to hurt now. It's coming up to an hour and 40 minutes, but I'll keep going for a while. Yeah, that's a true Christmas. True Grit used to be on with John Wayne. Yeah, that was a real dad's film, wasn't it? True Grit. John Hobson, The Great Escape. What a film, though. Yeah, it was a good film. 20 Roth. I nearly watched it the other night. One of my favorite old time films is A Battle of Britain. That was a great film. They got every working Messerschmitt from the Spanish, from all over the place, and they'd done them all. I think they had 13 in the end, and fantastic 1963, I believe, with Michael Caine. Great bit of flying in that. Okay, 20 Rothman says, Ben, you're right. The microphone is much better. Just a shame that Peter's voice is a bit stuffed this week. Yeah, so hopefully next week it will come across really crisp. Uncle Nene, love The Great Escape, the bridge over the River Kwai. I've actually been to the bridge on the River Kwai, video on the stream. Mama Bear, did you talk about the chef who murdered his boyfriend, who was a surgeon? The murdered then went to the moon part instead. No, I didn't. I'll have to read up on that one. Okay, so Mercy Pool, in 1 year I will qualify as a digital nomad. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Paul Hoskin, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. We're trying to remember all the old Christmas movies, Donald Persing, can you get a work permit and open your own Mexican restaurant? You can, yeah, but it's very, very expensive. You need, I think it's about 2 million. You have to show 2 million baht in the bank, and then you have to have 4 employees, 4 Thai employees, and you have to pay their income tax, their insurance. You have to do a year-end accounts. You have to show at least, I think it's 55, 60,000 baht a year coming into your personal account from your business. It's people do it, but you're not going to come here and make a little mom and pop Mexican restaurant, because in those days when you could do it are gone. You need a lot of money, and you're going to open something substantial, maybe 20 million baht, I don't know, but it is possible. Angus Burtonman says Peter drives with braces and a waist belt. Not quite. I'm not that old. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, Martin. Will your ashes be scattered around Soy Cowboy? I'd like them to be scattered around the stage in Tilak Bar, the one in the right, because I always just sit there. Right, I'm not promising that, Ryan. I'm nearly there now, mate. I can feel my throat. My voice is really going now. I'll try and give it another 15 minutes. That's 2 hours, and then I'm probably going to have to call it a night then. I've still got to take the green screen down behind me. Sean Bower. Hang on. Oh, blimey. Right, the education visa is being clamped down. I'm under 50, work as a digital nomad, so looks like my only choice is the elite visa, 600,000, or give up on Thailand and live somewhere that wants my money. I heard the Philippines is quite easy to get a visa, but it's just because the visas here are getting abused, and they just want to get rid of the foreigners who abuse visas. Wiggler, a Brit opened a Mexican restaurant in Thailand. Don't do it. Okay. What you don't want to do is come here and open a bar in Pattaya. That's an instant death sentence. Steve, but there hasn't been one case of a YouTuber being pulled in and asked about a work permit. If it happened, it would be on the Newton or Tiger News. It's only what they say on their channels. I'm not doubting what you say. Let me give you an example of something that happened. And I've said this before on this channel, okay? So years ago in Phuket, there was a bunch of diving schools, Paddy Dive, probably half a dozen of them on Phuket. They were all run by foreigners who were here on, I don't know what visa they were on, but they were on, they weren't on work permits, okay, but they were running these dive schools, and they were running them for years, absolute years. All of them, not one of them had a work permit, okay? And what happened is one of the owners of this dive school, he upset somebody local in Phuket. He was like I don't know if he was a mayor or the assistant mayor or a top policeman, but he got under the skin of somebody, a Thai official, okay? So what happened is this Thai official wanted to get at this guy. So what he did, he checked his visa status, okay? Because his name was on the business, and they found out the guy was on a retirement visa. So he got deported. So what did they do then? That's when they say, oh, okay, well, let's go around and check every single dive shop. And what happened? They did. And half of them I think they all got kicked out, So that's what happened. So my point I'm trying to make is they might say on the channel, okay, my money's not coming in through Thailand, so I don't need a work permit, okay? They don't know that, right? At the moment, it's all going well. Everything's good when it's good. But what might happen is, what YouTubers are like, some of them are disrespectful. Some of them are loudmouths. Some of them, they'll poke a camera in people's faces where they shouldn't be poking cameras. And one day, my predicament is, one day, a YouTube somewhere, be it Pattaya or Bangkok or wherever it is, he's going to upset somebody, okay? And that person, he might upset the guy's wife. He might touch her up or try and chat her up, and he just upsets somebody who's got a bit of power. And what happens? The guy gets pissed off. They check his immigration status. They say, well, this guy's on a retirement visa, okay? Well, he's working. He can't, the argument, well, I don't earn any money here, it goes into my English account or whatever, that isn't going to hold any water because you're working, okay? Just by definition, you're working, okay? So they might get away with it for the rest of their lives. Maybe it won't happen, but I'm not going to put myself in the firing line so that if it does happen, I'm going to be one of those guys who's at the airport saying, I wish I'd got a work permit, okay? They can do what they want to do. It's up to them, okay? I do what I want to do. I've done it the way I want to do it. Some people will watch this and think, well, you're being too overcautious. Okay, fine. But that's my decision. That's what I want to do. So I hear you. I get where you're coming from. And they might be fine for the rest of their lives here or however long they're going to stay here. But they are in the firing line. Might be a small chance, but they are, right? Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to give you a nickname because I can never pronounce your name. We'll call you Toby, maybe. It sounds real to life. Okay, that might you're saying. Yeah, I am sick. You must have come into the Donald. You must have come into the stream late. I've got a very bad flu. Um, Yes, thanks, Steve. Sound quality far better. I'm not having a go at you, Steve, by the way, because you watch all these YouTube channels and you listen to what they say, and you know, I just know how it works here, okay? And it's all good when it doesn't go wrong, if that makes sense, okay? And they might be okay. They're probably gonna be okay. Probably nothing will happen, okay? And I'm the one who's overcautious, but you know, like I say, I just don't want to take a chance. I want to stay here in Thailand. I live in Thailand now, okay? Right. The Gormless Twit, yours travels wide, past 1 a.m. Stephen OT seems good. Glasses are fine. I don't understand the issue regarding the glasses. Well, what it is, when they glare, look, when I do this, you see, not so much because I've turned the brightness down and it does annoy some people, but you know. Right, Alan HC. Peter, on the working subject, they could say every person on holiday or retired, even if you answer an email or take a call that closes a deal back home in working. Where would that end? No, but they're not. So, I mean, you get silly then, don't you? Not you personally, but you know, like I keep saying, the Thais are not stupid. They're not going to go to that extent. But if you live here full time and you appear to have a job, or you appear to work and you're getting an income from somewhere, then that's what they class as working. What you're saying there, they're not going to, you know, it's not going to happen, is it? JB says, my favorite film is Boogie Nights. Fantastic film, really good film. Do you know Burt Reynolds didn't want to do that film? He actually hated making it. I didn't like Burt Reynolds in his corny, cheesy movies of the 70s. You know, what was he in? The Cannonball Run and stuff like that. I always thought he was a real cheesy kind of character, right? But you know, when I watched the Boogie Nights, Burt Reynolds, it was fantastic, and I became a fan after that. But he didn't like doing it. You know, it wasn't his sort of film. Martin Ryder, Bridge on the River Kwai film was shot in location in Sri Lanka. Yeah, I know that. Right, Jam Jar Johnny, how are you doing? Bridge on the River Kwai was great every Christmas. The sound is better and you have more color. Definitely improvement here. Okay, thanks there. Thanks there, Jam Jar Johnny. Dixon almost pumping it through. Steve, Alan, exactly. That's the reason YouTubers don't get pulled in. Okay, yet. Okay, right. Kev 12364. The Carry On films used to be on over Christmas. I never found them funny. You know, the Carry On films. It was all like cheap kind of. It was like the you know, Confessions of a Taxi Driver, Confessions of a Driving Instructor. It was all kind of cheesy slapstick. You know, will we get a glimpse of something if the skirt goes up? You know, I never found them funny, not at all. You know, Forbin Colossus. Thailand ban. Another YouTuber from London grows broccoli indoors in Thailand. Is that legal? Well, you're supposed to have a license to actually grow it. There's a lot of people do it. I've been told a lot of people just have a couple of plants on their windowsill. How they'd catch everyone, I don't know. What they don't want is people walking down the street smoking it. That's what they don't want. Hitchcock films, John Robinson Hitchcock films on over Christmas. Yeah, good old Hitchcock films. Mercy Pool. 2014, I ate at a Mexican restaurant on the outskirts of Patong. It was horrible and nothing like Mexican food. I've been to Mexico several times. It's like the Thai restaurants in the UK with the Thai people in there. They adjust the food for English people. And it's nothing like the Thai food you get here. Right, Thomas Wright says, hi, Pete, you've definitely upped your tech game. Much better sound and even more handsome. Okay, Thomas, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad the sound's coming across because this is a nice microphone. You know, I was using like this thing, a few $100, and this is about $100 or so. Actually, it was more than that, but yeah, it's worth it if you can hear the improvements. Just a shame I've got this flu and my throat's gone bad. Right, right. Kev says the Philippines very, very easy to get up to 3 years visa and is easy to renew it. Okay, yeah, Mara on the visas, better safe than sorry. Absolutely, Kev. South America countries very easy to live, no problems with visas. Okay, Martin Ryder, Philippines Old Dog Channel is the best for info on visas. All right, Crypto Chris looked like Tupac. All right, bit red, yeah. Leeds, good afternoon. Hi, Leeds. Nearly 2 hours. We're nearly done and dusted. If you just come in, I've got a terrible flu. There's no members stream tonight because I didn't think I'd make it this far. I've been stuffing myself with Panadol and you know I'm whacked now nearly. Steve. Yours travels, but that's a totally different situation to YouTube. You should be paying tax in whatever country you're paid in. You then don't pay tax in Thailand. I get what you're saying. I'm gonna on this subject, Steve. I've said what I've got to say. You've given me the information, and I've given you my. I might be completely wrong, okay, but I've given you my explanation as to why I got a work permit for myself. I can't really add anything to that now. Those guys who do it on retirement visa and whatever, good luck to them. They'll probably be okay, as I say. But I can't add any more to it. I've just given you my personal thoughts on it, what I think, and that's just how I think, Right, David Pipe. Hi, Peter. I'm late into the stream today. Sorry to hear you're not feeling well. Pictures sound much better this week. Thank you, David. Very kind of you. Nearly 2 hours now, Dave, so just a few minutes left. What time is it? It's nearly 11 o'clock here in Bangkok. Okay, right. Ben. People in the West are used to bending rules and getting away with it and think it's the same the world over. It used to be like that in Thailand. Money bought everything. You could do what you wanted, but now there's always a few that spoil it for everybody else, if you know what I mean. And this is what's been happening here. Ricardo, hi Peter. Have I been blocked for some reason? I've asked the question 8 times tonight, and you've skipped it all 8 times. Not sure what you're going on, but I've just about given up. Ricardo, okay. First of all, I don't skip people's comments. Okay, I've got Franco in the background. He's moderating. I don't skip. I do a lot of talking to the camera. So what will happen? I'll read a bunch of comments out, and then I talk to the camera, and comments go by, and I miss them, like everybody else who does a live stream. It's not on purpose. I've caught this one. So in answer to your question, no, I haven't blocked you. Maybe contact YouTube. Sometimes what happens is YouTube automatically block people if they. I'm not saying you do this, but if they use terms that they don't accept, or they just feel that you've breached the community guidelines. You know what YouTube are like. And they'll do it. So, but honestly, from me, no, I haven't. And I called it this time round, right? Okay. Dick's Normis, Ash around Bangkok. What about the fake cat? The fashion police be gutted. Yeah. There's the people who say, hey, you're wearing a fake North Face hat. And I'm like, of course I am. I bought it on Sukhumvit Road, 200 baht. Donald Person, throat's gone now. Can you hear it? Picture quality is outstanding. You look like a normal guy, no shadows or anything. I've got all these new lighting as well. I didn't just get the mic, but I've got the lighting, and I've adjusted my green screen. It's very close to me now, and it's pretty good, isn't it? It looks. I'm seeing it in a small screen, but I'll look at it on my 55-inch TV tomorrow. Forbidden Colossus. Martin Ryder, he's serious on the man who moved to Philippines with 30,000 spent it all on the 19-year-old he got pregnant, who had twin girls. Pathetically amazing. All right. Yeah. Some people don't learn, do they? Okay. Noman Ninja, all you're doing, Peter, is explaining the law, which you are 100% correct. Everyone has to remember any work is defined as work, and you can't work in the kingdom without a work permit. Finally, somebody who agrees with me. Okay. Let's leave it at that. Okay. Everyone's entitled to do what they want to. I'm glad you see where I'm coming from, because I thought I wasn't explaining it properly. Right. Thomas Wright, on a retirement visa, you can't even paint the outside of your own house. Apparently, a Thai can do that. Yeah. Well, they've got that's a bit much, isn't it? But they've got this law. They've got a list of things that you can't do as a foreigner. You can't come here and drive a taxi. Not that you'd want to. You can't come here and be a painter or a hairdresser or something like that. They're protected industries for the Thais. Oh my God. Yeah, all funny. Take plenty of honey for that throat. Jay Easy, Man Pen Rai. Rick E, paint your own house will get you into trouble in Thailand. I didn't actually think about that, but I suppose in a way it's I suppose you're right. Right. Yours travels. Ricardo, you'll be using a banned YouTube work and won't come through to the stream, but still looks like it went through on your screen. It didn't. Okay. A bit of information there. Let's put some pretty girls on for the last 5 minutes. Let's get them in the background there. This is quite a nice picture. Okay, I'll have that for the last 5 minutes. Okay, right. Okay, no strings. YouTube Smart TV app now shows the live chat stream. Pretty cool. Okay, good. Yeah. Cab over mic. You're on the wrong content, Pete. A couple of YouTube channels, motorbike content, around 2 million subscribers. I'm honestly not in competition with anybody, really. I'm 63. I'm out here. I live full time. I make videos. I do live streams. I tell a few stories. I do some videos with Marley. I'm happy. You know, it's a small channel. I like what I'm doing. I don't look at other channels and think he's got 2 million. You know, they're probably good at what they do, but I'd probably not be good at that. Jay Easy, Peter, if you get married with Marley, you can get a work permit. Well, I've got a work permit. I said already, but Marley, no way. No. You only see her on screen. God, she's a handful. Right. Franco. Peter, if you get married, oh, that was you, Franco. Jay-Z's, I've read that. Franco, where are you? Right. I cannot see any messages from you, so you've done something wrong. Okay, you're talking to Ricardo. Yeah. We don't, generally speaking, we don't ban people. The only people we block is somebody we've never seen before who comes in and says something which is just an absolute 100% dig at me. Like they'll come in and say, oh, you're a tosser, you know. They might be right, but they can't come in here and say it, right? You know, they're the only ones we block. But people, you know, you don't have to just say nice things. I get rude comment, not rude. I get comments that I don't like on my channel all the time, but I don't block them. I don't delete them because everyone's entitled to opinions. So if someone leaves a comment and says that second story was really boring, why did you even tell it? I'll answer and say because they can't all be #1 hits, right? But I won't not put the comment up. You know, I know there are some channels that will only let like comments go up if they're positive comments, but that's not me, honestly. Joyce Roma, thank you. Yeah, the mornings are the worst. I feel really bad in the mornings when I wake up. Right, Steve, I'll have to beat you at a few games of pool now when you come over here if I can. Steve and I had 30 games of pool and I won one game. He won 29, I won one. And do you know why I won that one game? Because he put the white down with the black at the end. He's very good at pool, is Steve. Right, Nomad Ninja, then you need to be paid in Thai baht and registered in Thailand so that the Thais get the tax and not. You won't give up. He won't let it go, will he? This work permit being. Oh, Steve, good on you. Right, Alan HC, thank you very much, Alan. It's very generous of you. Peter, a person walking around with a camera taking family videos is working, do it all the time on holiday, and no one stops me to say, are you generating income here? So some dosh to agree with, disagree. That's fine, Alan. You don't have to agree with me. I've said what I've got to say, and as I've already said, I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. Okay, somebody asked me what visa I was on and why I'm on a work permit, and I've explained it. Okay, I've got nothing else to add to it. I don't disagree with you. I don't agree with you, but I do genuinely thank you for the very generous super chat. Okay, Christopher Tate, fantastic stream, Peter. Thanks for persevering through the innings. Thank you, Chris. That makes it all the better. Like I keep saying, because people come in and out of the stream all the time. There's no member stream tonight. I've been going for 2 hours. When I woke up this morning, I thought there's no way I'm doing the stream tonight. I was going to put a card up. Sorry, guys, got the flu. See you next week. By about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, I was starting to feel a little bit better. And I thought, you know what, I'll just go in. If I last half an hour, at least I've tried. But it's been so far so good. But I couldn't do another stream after this. I'm absolutely whacked now. You can see the sweat coming out here. And I've got the aircon on. It's because I'm sick. You know, that's the only reason I'm sweating. Right. Yeah, absolutely, Martin. You're saying YouTube shadow bans for keywords. Yeah, YouTube is very clever. You know, their algorithm, they can pick up a lot. You know, I've had videos demonetized. And I'm like, why? Why did it demonetize it? And there was one word or something, you know, broccoli. You know what we call broccoli? The word no YouTuber wants to say because you get demonetized. It can be something like that. You just say that one word on a 2-hour stream, and that's your video demonetized. This question comes up again. Johnny Red says, since moving, Peter, do you miss anything about good old Kettering? 2 things. Let me just have some more iron brew. Oh, that's like really soothing. Yeah, 2 things. I miss my dog, Benji. Really miss him. He's good old boy, is Benji. I don't think he's got long left. My daughter sent me some pictures. He's completely white hair on the front, a bit like me, actually. I miss him. And I do enjoy long walks in the English countryside. You know, for whatever you want to say about England, we've got some beautiful countryside and the seasons there. I know we get a lot of rain, but there are some months where it's really nice. You know, when you get those crisp autumns, you know, where it's absolutely blue sky. You come out in the morning and your breath looks like you're smoking a cigarette. I miss that. You know, I miss my dog and I miss long walks. I used to take him for 5-mile walks, you know, in the summer. I loved it. You know, I don't do that here, obviously. Donald, your channel is fine. Just do what you feel is right for you. I like whatever you're doing. Anything interesting is good. Thanks, Donald. That's Donald. I'm going to get a lot of shit now from YouTubers saying, oh, you don't need a work permit. Don't tell people that. Right, Rizzo, what happened to your lawyer friend, the lady? You've come in late because I actually spoke about her at the beginning. She's basically got a lifetime illness that comes and goes. And at the moment, it's come. So she's got to take care of that. But she did contact me a few weeks ago. Franco says, Johnny Red, yes, he misses. Oh yeah, I miss. Yeah, also, sorry, Franco, I do actually. I miss having a. Every Sunday I used to miss Franco and another guy called Ollie. He's a taxi driver, Indian guy, and me and Franco and this other guy. We used to meet religiously on a Sunday at 4 p.m. because this kebab shop opened. You know the normal thing. It wasn't just kebabs; they had burgers and kebabs and skewers with chicken and that, but they had a few tables in there, and we used to go. You could park, so we used to meet there at 4 o'clock on a Sunday, pig out. I used to buy Franco his kebab every Sunday for doing the moderating, so he hasn't had anything off me. So when he comes out here, I'll buy him a few beers or a dinner or something for helping me out. And yeah, it was quite nice, because catering's so boring, and we'd meet, have a bit of a yak, a bit of a natter, and yeah, it was good. It was good. Alan HC, hope you well. Feel better, mate. See you next week. Yeah, thank you. Right, Steve, are you still at it? Ha ha ha. I've been looking into it all, Peter, as I will be running a business probably next year in Thailand. I'm not going to say another word on it, Steve. I've said what I've got to say. Right. Jay, do you think I haven't looked into it? I've been coming here since 1991. I've worked out here for years and years. You're winding me up now. You're winding me up. Right, Jay-Z, Forbidden Colossus, ask your question again. It's a good one. What was the question? Did I miss it? Forbidden Colossus, ask your question again. Well, if you do, you better do it quite. Is it that one? Thailand bound. If you were visiting Thailand for the first time to see if you want to live there, where would you suggest one to go? Not for partying, for living like a responsible adult. The first thing to say is it important for you to live in a beach town? Because for me, it is. If I was retiring here and I wasn't really working, I'd want to live somewhere where there was a beach, where I could take a stroll along the beach in the early morning or late at night. So that's the first thing you've got to decide. And then if you're not coming here for the beers and the bars and the ladies, the other thing you got to think of is what sort of a lifestyle do you want when you live here? What's your budget? It's a really difficult question to ask. But in answer, if you're coming here for the first time, you can't pick a place on the first time. I'd say what you need to do is come out here for at least a month. 2 months is better, and just do a week in Jomtien, maybe a week in Rayong, maybe a few days in Chatham, Hua Hin. Maybe you're quite happy to go up north into Isan and live in the Thai countryside, with a little tiger and live on practically nothing. But if it was me, it'd have to be a seaside resort, and I would choose between. I think places like Rayong and Chatham are beautiful, but they'd be too quiet. Somewhere like Hua Hin, if you're not interested in the booze and everything, Hua Hin is a good town. It's lively, it's clean. There's a lot to do. There's a couple of malls. There's a great seafood market at night. There's plenty of restaurants. Hua Hin, I think, would be a pretty good choice, either there or Jomtien. But there's a lot more to do in Hua Hin than there is in Jomtien if you're not into the ladies and bars. Right, Martin Ryder. Donut or sheesh? What did we have? It wasn't the donut. It was the chicken on the skew. Is more healthier, right? Ben Franco was in Saltins on Montague Street. Yeah, they do Saltins. They're good. They give you a few chips with it, but you can't sit down in there. Right, Ben. No, it was opposite the old marketplace. Oh, you were asking the question. Yeah, it's what was it called again? Mystic Diners. Strange name, but yeah, it was in the marketplace. Right. 2 hours and 5 minutes. I'm done, guys. The throat's just about giving in. I'm going to have to call it a night. Hopefully, I'll have the member stream back again next week. If you've just come in, I've been repeating this over and over. Don't want to bore you. Filthy cold. Wasn't going to do the stream. I've done 2 hours. That's it for this week. I will bring back the member stream next week, but I've done the 2 hours and we've had a couple of competitions. We've had some fun. I think it's been quite good. So thanks for Franco for moderating. Damien hasn't been here today. Thank you for the super chats. Very generous, guys. And thank you for everyone else who contributed, and especially Steve. I'm going to beat your ass at pool when you come out here this time, just for winding me up. Okay. I mean it. I'm going to be practicing now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The only other thing I'd say is the video I did with Marley, where we went to the food market. Like I say, it might not be your thing watching videos on food markets, but Marley's fun. She's bubbly, and at the end we do the bloopers. It's 10 minutes long. It might be worth watching. So I'm going to release that right now in 5 minutes time for the members. If you're a member, you can watch it. And if you're not a member, it'll be released to you on a Wednesday. Okay. So well over 2 hours now. Thanks very much, guys. It feels like it's going to be Sunday tomorrow because I'm so used to doing this on a Saturday. Tomorrow's Monday. And don't forget, if you're in Thailand, it's a holiday here in Thailand tomorrow. There will be alcohol served. It's kind of like a replacement Mother's Day. Mother's Day was on yesterday here in Thailand, but there's a holiday tomorrow, Monday. It's very, very confusing, but you can drink, so don't worry about it. All right, guys, that's it. That's enough from me. I'll catch you. When will I catch you? I'll catch you on next Sunday's stream. Okay, thanks a lot, and have a good weekend. No, the weekend's gone. Have a good week.
all I want.